We did start without you. All right, guys, welcome back to another episode. Episode 5, Reditus. I'm going to give you guys a little recap of what went down last episode. You're here. I see you. You're the adventurers. Yeah, the 4 adventurers.
It says
made their ways off the island.
Forbidden West.
Yeah. Yes, I can hear you. Did it not save the update?
Maybe you can't hear me. No.
It says Horizon Forbidden West.
Oh, well, whatever. It is what it is.
Let me know if you can hear me.
We can hear you. Can you not hear us?
We can hear you.
Well, I can hear
yes.
you guys. I just...
Yeah.
You can hear me?
Oh, my God.
Oh, my God.
So, anyway, the recap. Everybody watching.
Can you see me?
Yes, we can see you.
Do I need to brighten the light, or is it?
No, you're fine. You're fine. So the adventurers, they made their way to a temple on seemingly an island or the mainland. Uncovered some mysterious altar where an event happened with Atlas, which seemed to have some sort of healing properties. As a little Filbert, he has now named him, was created from an undead vine that he had cut. Dorhan had regrown his leg. And everybody had received the benefits of a full rest, minus sleep, Jack. And then they were attacked by zombies, which they fought their way through this sort of tunnel that they seemed to be stuck in, and broke into a mine area. Further exploration of the mine, Felix found a letter that seemed to indicate that his father isn't somehow in communication with the foreman of this mine. You all rushed ahead to find a dorm area. Some type of mysterious bones and things were on the dorm floor. There was a mirror that Atlas almost broke. We found a chest there with some type of device. Looked like some sort of handle at one end, about 1.5 feet long, with a star shape kind of broken on the end. And during this, Jack had been hearing some voices underneath. Some voice asking why was he in the mine? He didn't belong there. He started searching for this voice, couldn't find the source of it anywhere. And then everybody decided to kind of settle in for the night. Atlas and Darius both checking through and investigating the key that each of them have in their chest, trying to find a way to activate it or find out more about it, see if it could maybe be removed. So they did their investigations on that. So we are going to rejoin everybody. Last we were here, Jack had some sort of experience. He was separate from the group in the downstairs dorms. So I'm just going to check in with Jack. So everybody had just settled down for the night. You just had this experience. Do you want to kind of keep watch, or did you want to join, in this sleeping situation?
Jack is going to use his tinderbox, and he's going to light a fire by the pit he's next to, and he's going to ask Reen to keep guard, and he too is going to rest.
Okay. Sounds good. All right, so Jack is down for a rest as well. All right, so as the night kind of takes everybody, Atlas went to stay into stasis in front of the mirror. Everybody's kind of quieting down, kind of falling asleep for the night. Dorhan positioned himself in front of the stairs, resting a great sword across his lap and going into some sort of meditation. So Darius.
Mm-hmm.
So as you close your eyes, you drift off. You get more comfortable. You start feeling yourself. That welcoming sleep start to come over you. And you open your eyes and you see a familiar room. And it's your usual special room. Back at that little tavern just outside of town.
No, I haven't been here in a while.
The room's dark, but the moonlight coming through the windows gives the room a beautiful glow. You're laying on your back, staring at the ceiling, and now you feel warm bodies next to you. You look down to your left, and you see a beautiful elven lady. Her head is resting on your arm where it meets your shoulder. She would be naked if it weren't for the sheet she's hugging, pulling tightly up to her chest, but she seems to have a smile on her face. And to your right, you see a human female. She is laying facing away from you, but pressed tight up against you.
All right.
As your gaze goes further, you see a humanoid shape wearing a hooded cloak, standing in front of the wash basin, but facing away from you, seemingly just staring at the wall, motionless. You turn your gaze to your left beyond the bed now to see another hooded humanoid in front of the chair, facing away from you, staring at the wall, again, motionless. This one looks slightly more slender, not quite as tall as the other. What do you do?
Well, I mean, I'm always open to a good time, but this is a little more than I'm used to, gentlemen. Can I help you?
And there's no response.
Okay, ladies. If you excuse me for a moment, I will stand up. I don't care if I'm clothed or not. I'm going to go over to the one closest to me and look. First, I want to look in the hood. Do I see a face?
So as you go to get yourself out of the bed and touch the ladies to kind of just push them out of your way, they start to vibrate. They start to shake. They become solid like crystals, and then they shatter.
Yep.
And the
Has that
body
happened before?
And the bodies are gone.
The hooded ones too, or just the women?
The hooded ones remain motionless, facing the walls.
Okay. Is there anything else in the room that I recognize? Like, I know this is my room, but is there anything else in here that's like out of the ordinary?
Other than the window, the walls. It's 3 walls. They're staring at the either side, and where there should be a door is simply a wall.
Okay, no way out except the window. All right. First, I want to look in one of the hooded figures' hoods to see if I see a face or if they're just creepy floating hoods.
So to your right, you have the sort of taller hooded figure facing the wall. To your left, you have a sort of smaller framed humanoid facing the wall.
See, normally I would go for the smaller one, but everything's been so topsy-turvy lately. I'm going to go check the taller one.
Okay. So as you walk up, you reach out to turn around the suited figure, and this drow elf spins around and stares right in your eyes. You carry the veins of the blood of the Consisto sorcerers, the very power to return our god to this world, yet you hide behind this cowardly facade. You are no son of mine. He takes his palm and he slams it into your chest, and you feel this vibration eradicate from the point of impact outwards, and in a second your body crystallizes, and you feel every atom of your body be pulled apart in an instant. All of a sudden, you open your eyes. You find yourself in a split second standing over Atlas with your palm in the mirror, and it shatters.
Sorry, with what?
And you're standing in the room again.
Oh, so I broke the mirror?
Yeah, you're standing, your palm is in the middle of the mirror, and it's shattered in such a way that a ripple effect happened with the mirror, and there's almost a circular break, and the mirror glass is shot out and even shattered behind you on the floor. At this point, everybody awakens from the noise.
Mine still stasis?
You could be out of stasis, yeah.
I don't know. Does noise bring you out of stasis?
It's like an alert thing, right? You can go on sort of a standby, but anything can wake you up. You're not really asleep.
Yeah.
I assume that's only if it's voluntary stasis, because he's gone into stasis before and we couldn't even wake him up.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you all awake. You've heard this shattering, and you look up and you see Darius standing over Atlas with his palm in the mirror, and the mirror glass is shattered all over the floor, shooting as far back as to the middle beds.
What? Darius, what's going on?
I saw something.
In the mirror?
Yeah.
You all hear.
What is that?
Maybe what I saw in the mirror. Do I see anything in the room?
You just see the mirror broken with just kind of a circle almost left in it where it kind of still stuck to the surface, and the rest of the mirror glass just shattered across the floor. Nothing else that you can see has changed.
Can I take like a shard of the mirror nearby me and like use it to look around the room to see if I see anything?
Okay. So as you reach down to pick up a shard of the glass, you see this strange looking creature pull itself out of the glass. The fingers
Yup.
start to stretch out, and it starts to come out, and it makes this heinous
Ooh.
noise. And as all you look around, you see from the shattered glass multiple of these strange-looking creatures start to pull themselves out of the shattered glass.
Oh, new friends.
Let's
And
not assume
all
they're
roll
friends.
initiative.
Oh boy.
Did I break this glass? Was this me? I am so sorry.
I forgive you.
Oh,
I'm assuming Jack also heard this.
you would have heard the glass shatter, yes.
All right. I'll say Jack makes his way up the stairs then.
Okay.
Do you want me to join initiative or wait?
Yeah, join initiative, yeah.
Not letting me. Oh, there it is.
Jack rolled an 8.
Ah, my add turn is off the screen. There we go.
Excuse me.
You coming up? Are you coming up? Come on. Come on. Come on. You got this. There you go. Good girl. All right, lay down. Get in your spot. Good.
I gotta put all
I
these
rolled a
in here.
4 for initiative. If you're
Okay.
doing that.
That was a 4.
Can I
okay.
set my own? Can
Yeah, I think you can add your turn. I don't know if you can set your own. Try.
I, oh.
Let's see. 17, 9.
Yeah, it doesn't let me.
All right. So you were what? Sorry.
4.
4.
Yeah.
All right. So everybody good with their got their turn orders or their rolls in?
All of your guys roll 20s.
It's one initiative for them all.
Oh, okay.
Do you want to move me upstairs?
Not yet.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, I guess he could still like. Oh, yeah, never mind.
All right. So,
So, do we get a long rest or no?
so yeah, everybody did get a long rest. This is after, so basically Jack did settle down and have a rest, and during this time, this is basically the end. So yes, everybody is like fully rested. Hopefully everybody did level up to level 4 as per mentioning last week.
Did.
Oh,
Excellent.
absolutely.
Absolutely, I did.
Yes.
All right, so the one to the northwest of Felix immediately goes over to Felix and tries to grab an item from his bag. Can you roll a strength saving throw for me, Felix, please?
Oh, that's gonna be bad. 15.
Okay, well, it beats his 5. So this strange mephit creature comes over and starts yanking at Felix's bag, but Felix grasps it, unable to grab it. The one next closest moves closer to Felix. Again, strength saving throw, Felix.
14.
Dang it. Again, he's just fending it off. He's just turning, weaving, and these things are just so small, they just cannot get a grasp on this. And there's what you're seeing, by the way.
Oh, they're kind of cute.
Oh.
Ooh, coming out of the glass.
I love them.
So the one to the south is going to move up, and it is going to attack. You're going to see this tiny little mouth open up, and all of a sudden it puts its 2 kind of paws down and just sprays. You see these shards of glass coming towards a Gunner and Felix. If you could do a dexterity saving throw for Gunner and yourself, Felix.
22 for Felix and it's 19 for Gunner.
Okay, So you both take 7 damage each.
Wow, that's scary.
Slashing, because I think Gunnar has resistance, doesn't he? Slashing.
No. He has immunity to poison. That's it.
Okay.
No other
So-
special stuff.
Okay, 7 damage there. So the one to the full west moves up to Felix, pulling at his bag. Strength saving throw on that, Felix. Or strength check.
I feel like they're picking on me. 11.
11. Okay. So this little beast, it just scrambles, so distracted by the charge coming at you that you kind of let go of your pack for a second. And he gets in and he pulls an item out. And he starts to move towards the stairs. If you want to take a attack of opportunity, you may do so.
I'm not holding a weapon, so I won't bother punching.
Okay. So as this thing tries to get around Dorhan, which rolled an initiative 1 anyway, is going to take an attack of opportunity.
Did I see what he stole out of my bag?
Nope. It's crafty. So as this thing starts to move past the horn, he stands up. He's got his great sword, and he was moving forwards to try and help Felix. All of a sudden, comes rushing at him, and he just swipes straight across towards its head, and hits for 11 points of damage. Okay. And he makes it to the top of the stairs. Okay. The bottom ones move down, and they both shards of glass coming towards Atlas and Darius. If you could both make dexterity saving throws, please.
Okie dokie.
That was a shitty roll.
Oh, 12.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
And Darius?
10.
Okay. So you both take 5 points of slashing damage.
Ow.
Okay. They're
Okay.
cute, but they're kind of vicious.
Okay, and then the one after doing that attack is going to move up 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. Up there. And the other one is also going to move 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. You would both get an attack of opportunity if you so wish.
Darius, from my initial assessment, I don't believe they're friendly.
I'm glad you figured that out faster this time.
I am constantly learning. Should we attack?
Yeah, I mean, we might as well.
I'm assuming he'd already swiped at that point.
Yep.
I will,
He did 19 to hit, and if it hits, 7 damage.
Okay, 7. Yeah, it hits 7 damage. Got it.
and I'm just gonna try to punch him.
Okay.
So natural 20.
Okay. Nice.
So that's 2 damage.
It's 1 damage.
What?
It's 1 damage.
She crit.
What?
Yeah, so you get to roll all the dice associated with it twice. Roll all the dice twice. Oh,
Okay.
Just we're just
boy.
doubling die.
Is
so
that what
2
we're doing?
damage.
We're rolling twice?
No,
Or
just
we
doubling
doubling
Been
dice.
doing so far.
No, we just double dice so far.
Yeah. Yeah, that's what I mean. You double the dice, but there's no dice rolls for an unarmed attack. It's just
Oh.
it does 1 damage. That's why
I
was
see
saying.
what you're saying because you do a nice roll of dice. Well,
Yeah.
we let him away, but he got him right in the eyeball. So
Yeah. I mean,
A thumb to the eye.
if that's the rules, I'll dock it back to 1. But I don't want to hear down the line.
Well, it doesn't matter to me. I
A
just
game
think
changer.
that is the rules as written. I mean, house rules exist though. It doesn't matter to me.
So yeah, and that's the turns for the methods.
Yeah, so we're doing 1 damage or 2.
2. We're just doing 2.
Really? Okay. I just
Yeah.
maybe we do 1. I don't feel right. I don't feel right for...
I'm sorry, did you call them meth heads?
Sure.
Yeah, they are. Look at them.
Going for the glass.
Okay.
All right. So
Yeah.
looks like Jack, you're up.
So Jack would be like looking to where he heard the noise. So I'm assuming he can see this beast making its way downstairs.
Yeah.
Jack is going to move, and he's gonna look puzzled at it, and when in doubt, throw a bolt out, and he's gonna snap his hand up and launch a arrow.
Okay. What's the range on your bow? Is it 30?
Of my arrows,
Yeah.
I can shoot 80 to 320 feet.
Okay, so 80. Okay. Go ahead and roll then.
Uh, 14 to hit.
Okay, that hits. Roll for damage.
Where's my d8s? And 8 damage.
Okay.
And as a reaction, Irene is going to launch a lightning bolt at it. Jack's going to let out his usual Irene. And she is going to put an additional 5 points of lightning damage.
All right, 16 damage. Got it.
And then, as his bonus action, he's going to give her a command to... no, he's not going to... As a bonus action, he is going to cast Hail of Thorns.
Okay.
So it'll affect his next attack.
Next turn. Gotcha.
Yep. And then Reen is going to just get up next to me. And that'll be it for Jack.
Okay. Sounds good. Okay. So next up is Felix.
Okay, yeah. So Felix kind of recalls from the stuff being stolen, something being stolen from his bag, and sees that he's kind of surrounded, and kind of quickly scrambles. He's gonna jump back off the bed, which I assume provokes an opportunity attack.
Yep.
Okay.
He does not hit you. The second one, nope, both misses.
What did he roll?
5 and a 2.
Oh yeah, he definitely didn't hit me. Okay, and then he's gonna quickly reach down and use his free action to arm himself with his hammer, and then he is going to throw it at the one directly in front of him and make an attack.
Okay.
Oh,
Ooh.
yeah. So he reaches down and picks up his Windsmith hammer, the warhammer that he found out on the beach. This lighter design, now with his new upgrades that he was able to tinker in the night, and he throws it right on point. Wow. Does 8 bludgeoning, and after the hammer hits it, Felix's bracelet glows, and the hammer comes back to him quickly.
Perfect. All right. Yeah, you see this big, huge hammer in comparison to what he was using before. Just spin forwards, almost lodge in its head. You see this black ooze kind of just start to shimmy out of its head and then fly back and just catches it. Perfect. Anything else, Felix?
Yeah. So, and then he's going to command Gunner to move up, kind of station at the edge of the bed there, and he's going to attack this one in front of him.
Okay.
So he moves into position and lets out his burst of force from his mouth for force powered run, and it's 19 to hit.
Okay, that hits.
He does 6 force damage.
Okay.
And that will be our turn.
Okay, so it's gonna attack. So it kind of reels just a little bit. Let's a little squeal out as it gets hit. Darius, what was your actual initiative? Not 24.
15.
Okay.
No, it's 15.
Yeah, let me.
Where does it say 24? I don't see that.
Maybe it's just on my screen. There you go. You're up. I was
I'm
moving
not
stuff.
even
I think
showing
I
up in
did.
the turn order.
Oh, I've got you after Darius at 4.
All right, I'm just going to move so I can see. And I'm going to call out, I guess, to this one right here, just because it's the closest one that I can see. I'm going to be like, hey, Meth Head, your wings may flutter, your claws may clatter, but your wit's as sharp as a spoon on a tavern platter. And I'm going to use Vicious Mockery.
Okay. And that was on the one closest to you, right?
Yeah. You need to roll a DC 14.
7.
Okay,
All
so
right.
he takes 4 psychic damage.
All right. Disadvantage on next attack, isn't it?
Oh?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. So that can be a sad face for disadvantage. All right. And
Max damage roll.
So yeah, what do you want to do for your? It's your. You can use that as bonus, right? Vision Mockery.
Is it a bonus? Oh my god, that makes it even better. No, it's 1 action.
Is it okay?
Yeah.
All right. Anything for your
Yeah.
bonus then?
Nope.
All right. Excellent. So Atlas, you're up.
Okie dokie. I'll be like,
Felix, how you doing over there? Are you in need of assistance?
No, I'm doing all right. We just need to try and thin their numbers.
Radio.
I'm going to move over here. 5, 10, 15, 20. Actually, I'm going to move right about here.
Okay.
And I'm going to cast my rocket scalpel.
All righty.
Rocket skill.
That's
And-
terrifying.
So big. Oh, there we go. And I will probably plop it right down in here. And then I'm going to attack this one here.
Okay. To see his hand just disengage, fly right over, with the blade coming out, straight for its eyeball.
And it's going to flip to like stabbing motion.
Okay.
And it's just going to take a swing like really early and not even really try for it. Got a little lackadaisical from previous encounters, thinking it's hot shit. That's a 9 to hit.
Okay, that does not hit.
And yeah, just stabs down and realizes it's not in position and it's just stabbing the air in front of it.
Okay.
I will have to recalculate that. Apologies. Give me a moment.
And
So as it
that's-
just flies by, you just see them have it kind of spin up and look at this thing, looking a little bit confused as to this floating hand. It's now just stabbing, not even close to it, like 5 inches from its face.
If you would like to step closer, that would be most gracious.
Nice.
That's good for my turn.
Alrighty. All right, so the Orhan seeing the chaos happening, you just see him now enraged. Roar! He lets out a roar, grabs his greatsword and starts charging towards the ones that were hassling Felix. he's gonna take a swing at the top one. Ooh. Critical hit. Dorhan, our one-legged friend.
He's not one-legged anymore.
I know, but it's his thing.
It's his thing being.
He still
one-legged.
hops on one leg, even though he has the other one.
Well, that's what you're used to.
Plus rage bonus 2, so okay. So he does 18 damage.
Wow.
Not to himself. There we go.
Barbarians raging at the slightest inconvenience.
Okay, so he charges, just seeing Felix get attacked by a horde of them just enraged him so much. He comes in and he swings down, and then as soon as it cuts right through one of the wings, and he swings it right back around and comes for a horizontal swipe to try and cut him the other way. Plus 16 is a hit. Raging is 9. All right, so yeah, so he comes up, comes across, sweeps right through the head, right through the neck of where this tiny little beast is, and you just see the separation happen. Black ooze squirts out, the head goes one way, the body collapses, and that one is destroyed. And as that one is destroyed, you see 2 of the other ones just you just pop. You just see white smoke dissipate around 2 more of them.
Imposters!
And then Doran moves up and gets ready for the next attack towards the next one. Okay, so it is the methods. So the one downstairs, I gotta manipulate this a second here. Okay, so the one downstairs is going to fly up towards the ceiling and start moving forwards towards the exit. So he's gonna get okay, so he's about 15 feet in the air. Jack's about 20 feet away right now. Then the ones upstairs. All right, so after seeing his other friend be completely decimated by Dorhan, the guy in the middle here is going to take a bite at him. And completely misses. A second bite. Ooh, and a critical hit. 4. And half is 5. So it takes a bite, swing and a miss, goes down for the leg. He knows his weak spot.
I'm sensitive.
Or is
Then.
it his strong spot?
Doran, this happening, clutches the leg. He doesn't even look. He's just looking right over at him, looking over at the other ones who were charging away from Darius, almost completely ignoring the bite that just happened to his leg. Okay, so Jack, you are up.
Jack's gonna see this thing fly up into the air, and Jack's gonna look up at it, and he's just gonna snap his left hand out, and he's going to attempt to grab it with his grapple gun and yank it down towards him.
Okay.
And if that is a full action, let me know, because he is going to try to blast it as it comes down.
That would be an action, yeah, if you're trying to grab it.
Okay, so I'm going to try to grab it and bring it down to the ground.
Okay, roll an acrobatics.
17. I like 17s, apparently.
Okay, so yeah, so you do manage to grapple half of its wing. It kind of yanks like that and starts getting pulled towards you. 5, 10, 15, 20.
Will it reach me all the way? Because I'm going to try to reel it all the way in, and then I'll just tell Reen to attack it.
So with the height and the 30 feet, you're going to get about 10 feet away on the ground floor. He's about 10 feet from you.
1 second, sorry, I'm reading something.
Is the music going? I can't hear it right now.
It's just really low.
So,
I'll turn it
I'm
up.
gonna have Reen jump in the air and try to bite it.
5, 10, 15, 20. Okay, sure. You can try that.
All right. He's gonna yell for Reen, and she's going to rush forward.
So
Do you-
acrobatics first.
Yes, sir. Let me pull up her. $15.
Okay, cool. Roll for attack.
Okay.
Do you hear the music now? Is it loud enough?
Yes.
Yeah, I can hear it.
Okay.
12 to hit.
Okay. So you see Reen charges up, leaping in the air, almost as like a spiral to try and bite this thing, but unfortunately misses. Dodges
right.
out of the way.
Would you say I have this thing like grappled in it though? Like it'll have to try to pass like a check to get out?
No, it would release. It's not like grappled. It would just pull towards you.
Gotcha.
Yeah. If it came up close to you, then we could kind of do a grapple because there's like no resistance there. But yeah.
Okay.
All right. So back to Felix.
Okay, Felix. So the one, the other one went down the stairs. That's
Yes.
Is that okay?
Yeah.
So everything seems pretty well in hand here. So Felix is going to, he's gonna dash, and as he starts running, he kind of vaults over the bed and he grabs his gauntlet as. Currently unarmored, he just grabs his gauntlet so that he can deploy a shield as his free action, and he's gonna dash.
Okay.
So
30.
so it gets me to the edge. So sorry.
All right. Let me
So
pop.
I got
you-
10 more feet of movement when I get to the stairs here.
Perfect. So I'll put you down the stairs a little bit. I'll move you down there.
Okay, and then down here and see what's going on, and I will. I'll you don't have to switch me back. But I'm gonna command Gunner to attack the one that is in front of him there on that other page.
Okay. Yeah, sounds good.
Run. Yep. So it's only 9 to hit. So soon that misses.
Yes.
So that'll be it for us.
Okay. Gunnar takes a bite. Have it just dodging out of the way. It's now almost shimmering back and forth. And Darius, you are up.
All right, so I will mock the one in front of me yet again. My eyes are going to flash like a blue as the arcane energy filters through my voice. Your reflections escape, a ghastly sight, a mirror's lament, a face that frights. And that's on this one again. And let me roll it. Why can't I click it? Huh? Oh, there we go. Hold 2 psychic damage.
Ooh. Yeah, you rolled it too. No defending that. All right, so it kind of shudders a little bit. Doesn't look like it took much damage from that. And then we are up on Atlas.
Okay.
All right, recalibration complete. Let's try this again.
Natural 1.
Close.
Very close.
Something seems to be wrong with my programming.
And I just I call the hand back to me and then just have it float in front of me as I tinker with it.
Okay.
Apologies,
Okay.
friends. I'm going to have to recalibrate again.
Maybe you should take into account all that calculating you've been doing.
I do. All the time.
I don't think you're calculating properly then.
Are you familiar with recalibration of thruster controls?
100%.
I send the hand directly over to him in front of his face.
I just...
Wonderful.
And that's it.
All right, perfect. All right, Gorhan turns to the one right in front of him that is chewing on his leg currently, and takes a swing downwards, trying to cleave this thing right in half. Roll +3. Just in frustration, he comes down, he completely misses it, takes a chunk out of the floorboards, then brings it up for a swing to try and decapitate it like he did with the other one. 3 plus.
Felix like kind of recoils a bit from downstairs as he sees like a couple splinters burst out of the ceiling. He's like, whoa.
17 is a hit. So 10 damage. All right, so as he makes the pass across, it just kind of gets stuck a little bit in the little thing's neck and starts shaking. It's managed to shake the greatsword free. Dorhan standing ready for the next attack. He's actually going to, yeah, he's going to stay there. All right, Sue, the Miffits. So I have missed one of them. That's been standing there the whole time. Dang it. So the one that had the vicious mockery on it is going to head towards the stairs. 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. And he's going to dash downstairs. I gotta do some finagling here. Hold on. Okay, so he just makes it past you, Felix, if you do want an attack of opportunity.
I will react and attack with my Windsmith hammer as he goes by, and it's a 15 to hit.
Okay, that hits. Roll for damage.
Higher than the crit I had earlier. 13 bludgeoning damage.
13. Okay, awesome. All right, so this thing just flying down the stairs, tries to sneak past Felix. Felix, already looking upstairs at the splintering wood coming down, catches his eye, twirls around with the large hammer and just smacks it almost baseball-like across the head, and it shudders and is down at the bottom of the stairs, trying to reel from the concussion that it's probably just got. Okay, and the other one upstairs. Okay, the other one upstairs is now going to try and get away. So 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. So as he moves away, Orhan takes a swing at him. And hits him for 12. Hits him for 12. Is Gunnar gonna take a reaction too? You can't see, but
yeah, he will. He will.
I'll pop you up there so you can see.
The guy's flying away. Yeah, he'll take a reaction and attack with his force power Reditus. It's 24 to hit.
24 definitely hits.
Min damage roll. He hits for 3 force damage.
3. Okay. Awesome. All right. So as this thing tries to escape, starts to fly away, Gohan and Gunnar just systematically, one with the bite coming through, kind of like almost a sonic boom, one with the sword. This thing kind of shakes on its way out, makes it to the top of the stairs, uses a dash. Go downstairs. 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Okay. Trying to move past Felix. Does he move easily past you, Felix? Oh yeah, he has to, right? You already took.
Has to. Yep.
My
I
bad,
already used
yeah.
my reaction, so that's it
Perfect.
for until it's my turn again. Yep.
All right, so he moves a little bit more forwards. Okay, so method that is. I gotta move myself down. I gotta keep remembering to move like myself for the stream. So the method that is kind of right beside Areen right now is going to attempt to move away and try to escape. So it's gonna fly upwards above Reen. So Jack, if Reen wants to do anything, let me do so. He's gonna fly upwards 15 feet in the air.
You said it was 10 feet in the air already, right? I don't know how. You said I only brought it down a few feet.
Yeah, like he jumped up to attack it, so he's going to be going up. Basically, if he achieves this, about 25 feet. This room is about 30 feet high.
So I don't think she's in range because she had to jump up 5 feet to try to hit him.
Okay, good enough. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, and then a dash. 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Okay. All right, and that is all the methods. All right, so Jack is up. Where did all my turn orders go for the methods?
Jack is going to take a few steps towards it, and he's gonna release another bolt, and he's
Okay.
going to let out a quick ring for some backup, and he's going to let loose a crossbow bolt.
Okay.
That's a 19 to hit.
How close does Reen have to be to you for the reaction for that?
I think it's 30 feet.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. 5, 10, 15. He's still within range. It was just, or she.
Yeah, it says within 30 feet of me.
Okay, cool. Okay, so what was attack roll?
19 to hit.
Okay, that hits.
And then I've got Reen reacting, and I've got the Thorns reacting. So I get a D10, D6, and a D8. I'm going to roll them all at once.
Ones, baby, let's go. This method's getting out of here.
Oh, buddy, goodbye. 8 on the 10. I don't even care that I rolled a 2 on my crossbow bolt. So 8, 10, 15 points of damage.
All right. So as Jack shoots out his crossbow, he flicks his wrist. The crossbow fly out. It starts to form this large shape. It's pointed with thorns. It seems to grow slightly. Just as this lightning bolt comes out of Reen, electrifies it. It goes right inside the method, and immediately this thing just explodes. There's blue and black exploded everywhere, and the 1.5 foot item with the handle, you see Jack now falls to the ground covered in black goo.
Interesting. Jack is going to use his bonus action, and he's going to go tell Reen to jump. All right, so 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. All right. She can get right in range of these ones. Are they in the air, or are they like right on the ground?
No, they're on the ground.
Okay. And Reen's going to go ahead and take a bite attack at this first one.
Okay. The one to the south, that one?
Yeah, the one that she's right in front of.
Okay.
15 to hit.
That hits.
And that's just a 1d6. 7 points of piercing damage.
Okay. All right. So Reen sinks her teeth in. This thing didn't stand a chance. Just goes for the neck and just crushes the neck so that the head actually pops off and rolls about 5 feet.
Impressive. And that'll be it for Jack and Reen.
Okay. Jack, roll a perception check, please.
I think I get a +4. 19.
18. You hear a whisper. Why are you in my mind? You don't belong here.
Not this again.
Okay, Felix, roll a perception check, please.
5.
Okay. Your turn.
Okay. Yeah, just see the one that's in front of me, and I'm gonna move up, and Felix will kind of swing around the warhammer, and then take a melee swing with it.
Perfect.
This guy right in front, but it's only a 9 to hit.
Does not hit.
Just whiffs right by. And then
I'll put you up so you can see where Gunner's at.
yeah, perfect. So Gunner will start making his way down.
Okay.
He's got how much? 40. So hold on.
You can make it to down the stairs.
Okay, yeah, it's just exactly gets you in there basically.
Yeah. Let me get you down there. All right, perfect.
Okay, and that will be our turn.
Okay, perfect. Can you roll a perception check for Gunner too?
Yeah. So yeah, he comes down, has a look, and he rolls 21.
Okay. So Gunner, see his ears prick up. You're starting to hear these whispers now as well. Why are you here? This is my mine. So he starts to prick up, kind of alerts Felix.
Gunner, what's going on? All right, that's our turn.
Perfect. All right. Darius. You are up.
Okay. Since I don't know what's going on downstairs, I guess I'm just gonna make my way down there. I will dash. What's my movement? Oh, measly 30. I miss being a ranger.
Where are you going? Is it fixed?
Yep, all better.
Ooh, wonderful. You are efficient.
1, 2, 3, 5.
I'm gonna be rolling at disadvantage now.
I was actually gonna ask if combat had ended. I was gonna ask if I could try to make it so that your middle finger gets stuck.
Unfortunately, the hand isn't out yet. It's just the scalpel.
I think I can just make it like to the bottom of the stairs. That's it.
Okay. Yeah, you should be in there now if you wanna.
Wanna what? I can't
Did I
switch
move?
the map.
Did I move you in there? Oh no. Okay. Sorry, I thought I moved you over already.
There we go.
All right. So that's your turn, or are you using a bonus action?
There's one left.
There is.
Okay. Crap. No, that's it. That's my turn.
Okay.
I intended to inspire Atlas so that his next attack would hit, and then I could be like, I did it! But I didn't realize there was...
Nothing to hit.
Okay, Darius, as you come down, roll a perception check, please.
11.
Okay, cool. All right, Atlas, your turn, sir.
All right, I'm going to reattach my hand.
Okay.
Everyone's going downstairs. Oh, Goran, are you in need of assistance?
I'm fine, little one.
Radio, shall we go downstairs? You think they're okay?
Yes, we need to make sure they're all defeated.
Okie dokie. Would you like to go first? Maybe?
I'm gonna hold my action until he goes.
Okay. Okay, so of course I will lead the way. And he charges down. 5, 10, 15, 20, 20.
And I'll have to use my dash as well.
Okay.
Let's get him!
35, 40.
10, 15, 20, 30, 35, 40. So I'm maybe top of the stairs, able to maybe see the next room.
Okay, that works. So we'll pop you next room, top of the stairs. So we get everybody on the same page, as well as your. Okay, you took it already. Okay, perfect. All right, I get to put everybody on the same player band again. Woohoo!
For now.
Shut up.
Everybody back upstairs.
Yeah. Wait a second. I wanted to check
I'm
under
in the
that
bag
one
of
bed.
holding.
All right. So
I hope you have a map for the bag of holding.
Just a black
So-
screen.
as Dorhan comes down the stairs, he leaps over the banister of the stairs and mustn't be fully used to having a second leg yet. As he lands, he cripples down on one leg and is knocked prone. Okay. So Jack, you are not up. The method is up. So it is going to fly up in the air. So Dorhan is going to swing at. No, he's not. He's on the ground. He can't reach him. So he's going to fly 15 feet in the air.
Can Reen bite him?
Yes, you would be in range. Felix, Darius.
Wait, have we made
would be in
it?
range.
Have we made it all the way back around? Because she did use her reaction to light my bolt with lightning.
This is a new round, yeah, because the methods were first. So
Yeah, she'll bite it then.
okay, roll to attack.
19 to hit.
Okay, that hits. Roll for damage.
And 8 points of lightning damage. Max roll, baby.
How do you want to do this?
Hey.
As it goes to fly up, she's just gonna like grab it by its leg, and in an attempt to pull it down to the ground, she's just gonna like jerk her head so fast it just rips the leg off, and then it bursts into a little cloud.
Perfect. Yeah, Serene just grabs it, shakes it so violently that it just almost just dissipates into nothingness, and she's just left with this one leg just hanging out of her mouth.
And did you say Jack noticed the item that was dropped by the whatever these things are called?
Yeah.
Meth heads?
Yes. The meth
He'll
heads, yeah.
once he realizes the fight's over, he'll run over and grab it and see what the whole ordeal was about.
Yep. You're now out of combat. All right, so you go over. Yeah, so you see the item. No, you see an item that is about 1.5 feet in length. Kind of has like a handle on one side, and the other side looks like a 5-pointed star with one of the star points kind of broken off it.
And as he walks back, he's gonna hold it in the air. Whose is this?
I gotta
It's
start making my way downstairs.
I think Felix had that.
It's cool.
yeah, I had that in my bag. That must be what they stole.
Yeah, he just kind of ran down the stairs, and I didn't see him before, so I assumed he wasn't friendly, so I shot him.
Remind me to never come downstairs near you.
Well, you made a pretty safe assumption. Did you not sleep at all, Jack?
I got some sleep in. Reen watched the rest of the night.
It's not been very good sleep. You're still wearing all your armor and everything.
Yeah, how did everyone sleep? Anybody have any dreams or anything?
Well, I slept okay until you broke the mirror even more.
And released some beasts.
Yeah,
Atlas,
why did
can
you
you
do
roll a
that again?
perception
You
check?
said you saw something in there. Did you see those creatures inside the mirror? Or what happened?
I don't know what I saw. I just saw something and I was compelled to try to hit it.
Normal response, I guess.
Oh, well, I hope you're not ever compelled to hit me.
Not you. And I look at Atlas.
Well, I gotta go get the rest of my stuff, and especially my armor. I was lucky I didn't get hurt any worse in that encounter.
Very well. You should go back upstairs.
That's why I don't wear full armor like you guys. My chainmail shirt's enough for me.
I look down at my just clothing.
So yeah, Felix, easy enough. Unless you want to do anything extra while you're upstairs, you can gather your belongings. Unless you want to check something out while you're up there.
Yeah, no, he's just gonna go up and grab his scale mail and put it on.
Okay. While you're doing that, Atlas, can you roll a perception check?
So, I know just because my character sheet isn't updated on Roll20, but my passive perception has increased significantly.
Oh.
So
Yes,
I'm
Where
just
do you
going
see
to
that?
message you this.
Okay. Okay. Cool. Let me just update that real quick.
Yeah.
All right. So as you come down, you start to hear this whisper. This is my mind. Why are you here?
Hello?
Hi, buddy.
Hello?
Why are you in my mind?
Oh, you're mine. Oh, we are here. We are traveling and passing through. You have a lovely mind here.
Atlas,
Yes.
who you talking to?
The whispers.
Did Lord
Mr. Mine.
Moria
Do you-
send you?
The what?
I'm sorry. Could you repeat that?
Nothing.
Sorry, you. The big guy was talking. I couldn't process. Are you still there? Hello. Okay.
Should we be worried?
I don't know. I mean, we were just attacked, so I guess there is some level of worry that is accounted for.
I mean
Atlas-
about you.
Yeah, Atlas, are you experiencing some kind of glitch? Who are you talking to?
Yeah, like both of you missed both attacks upstairs. And now you're talking to voices.
It sounds like he's hearing the same thing I was hearing earlier today.
What are you talking about?
Asking
Wait, I
why
remember
we're
you
here.
saying something. That you came up and you kicked bones everywhere.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I was hearing
right.
stuff and I thought I'd mess around with it. And it stopped making noise, so I figured it was done. But after this attack, I started hearing it again. So, or even during the attack, I started hearing it again.
Is it giving you anything important or concerning?
Warnings, I guess. Why are you here? Why are you in my mind?
Those are more
I-
questions.
Yeah, those were. I mean, I filed them under inquiries, but
Would
yeah.
I have noticed? Because I mean, I saw Felix, or I heard Felix like ask Gunnar what was going on. Would I have noticed Gunnar like have a reaction as well to that?
Well, you would have seen visually Gunner's ears perk up when he heard the
Gotcha.
whispers. Yeah.
Well, it seems like myself and Atlas and this dog also heard it.
It's a construct, but
Felix, have you heard anything?
No, I haven't heard anything. I don't know what you guys are hearing, what you're talking about, but I haven't heard
Maybe it
anything
only
at all.
speaks to certain levels of intellect. That would
I-
explain Darius.
That is possible. So it only speaks to the least intelligent people. And because you
no,
were
I-
created by intelligent people, that makes sense. It's only speaking to constructs because you're probably the least intelligent ones here. That actually makes perfect sense, Atlas. Great thinking.
I'm just
And
smiling
my point was
ear,
made.
ear to ear.
Jack has a very disproving face, a very face of disapproval.
I mean, you did say you had a couple mushrooms on that tree, Jack, so
I'm tripping balls.
Interesting. So we have a lot to analyze here. If this voice is only reaching out to the least intelligent people among us, it must think that they're the easiest to sway towards something.
I'm not going to agree with what Atlas just said. If you want to believe that only the constructs hear it, because there was a time where only I heard it. And
Well,
nobody
there's nothing to take as an insult, really, Jack. It just means that you're better at other things. Not everybody can be as smart as me.
Or me, apparently.
So, can we just process what you're saying here, Felix? And you and Darius are the most intellectually bound people in the party? Is that your statement?
Well, it goes without saying that I'm obviously the smartest one here. I mean, that's just fact. We all know that to be true. And Darius is obviously has smarts in his own way. Maybe it has to do with his accumulated knowledge. He does know a lot of different things.
A little about a lot. I know stories, I listen, and I, you know.
Maybe it's accounting for his street smarts.
I do have a lot of those.
Okay. Well, this has been very enlightening. I'm going to continue trying to make contact with the voice that is only speaking to the dumbest of us. Jack, would you like to accompany me to the other room upstairs?
I don't care anymore. And Jack's just going to walk back over to the fire and sit.
Wonderful. I will be upstairs.
I walk over with him, and as he sits, I put my hand on his shoulder. I don't think you're dumb, buddy.
And Jack's just going to look up at him and just kind of make a side eye contact and then just look back at the fire.
I'm glad you agree. And I walk away. All right, Felix, Thor, Hop, should we get out of here?
Are we sure they're all gone?
No, but I mean, I wasn't sure they were here to begin with. So
I'm just gonna pop my head down and just.
Thorhan, have you heard any voices?
I have not heard any voices.
And I just look directly at Felix.
I guess your point still remains smartest among us.
And I just go back upstairs.
If we're all rested and this place is secure, should we head back to the surface? You wanted to explore, and exploring is done, I think.
are you sure
Is
it's
there
done?
other ways to
Let's
go
go deeper.
down here? I can't remember.
There were two
Yeah.
other paths.
Oh. I think there's still more to look at down here.
I mean, we know a way up. It would make sense that we now get to the surface and get to Centaurium. I said, you know, we could explore, and exploring's been done.
Well, you're welcome to leave anytime you like, but there's still questions that I have unanswered down here.
You can't leave without us, buddy.
I won't leave you. I won't leave you.
Great,
can't.
then there's
You already
still more
told us that.
exploring to do.
Very well, Felix. I'll trust you.
Well, you should. I'd have no reason to deceive you.
So he starts walking. Dorhan's going to just walk over to the stairs just to kind of watch here, in case anything comes in.
Well, I
The
think
door-
we can probably head back at least to down the other pathway and see what else is down the other ways.
I hear something down the hallway. I can't tell how far, but there's some sort of whispering down the hall.
What is the whispering saying? Are you one of them now too?
I can't make it out. I just hear some sort of whisper sounds. I can't make out any words.
Can I hear it?
Roll a perception check.
16.
Yep, so you can hear it. If you want to find out what this is about, come to me if you mean no harm.
Okay. Well, I heard the whispering that Dorhan just heard, and it's beckoning us towards it as long as we mean no harm.
It didn't sound friendly. Goron's just standing kind of with his sword kind of at the ready.
And Jack's just going to start making his way over there.
Well, I mean,
with
given
green
that,
tails.
you know, most of the stuff in this mine is dead, I wouldn't sound friendly either if I'd been dead for however long these things have been dead.
Okay, so while we're on and everything's going on down there, Atlas upstairs, what would you like to do?
I'd like to try to open this chest again. We got it open, didn't we?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what the item that the thingy stole came from.
Right. Okay. So there's nothing else in it then.
No, the chest's empty.
Okay. I would like to pick up a couple shards of glass.
So do you want to pick up the glass that was there or parts of the mirror that was shattered?
Parts of the mirror.
Parts of the mirror. Okay, yeah. Easy enough.
Just 2 pieces, and I'm gonna swallow them.
Okay.
Checks out.
Okay.
And
you hear that
I want to
crunch?
do what?
You hear a crunch. There's no metallic components to it, though.
Well, no, I'm not chewing them. I'm swallowing them.
Oh, okay. All right.
Just swallow. And then I want to do just a quick little scan around the room to see if I see anything that might be interesting that was
Okay.
missed.
Okay, roll a perception check.
That is. Well, it doesn't really change anything. Shot. So that'll be a 17.
Okay. All right. So, kind of doing a scan around the room, Felix kind of overturned everything. So anything that looks like it could have maybe had something hiding seems to be kind of rummaged through already. But you do notice the mirror that was broken by Darius. You do notice it's broken in a strange way. It's broken in a way that it kind of the part where his hand hit it is circular, and then there's almost like rhythmic. What would look like if you dropped in like a stone in some water and you see those ripples going outwards. That's what it kind of looks like where he impacted the mirror. It's almost like ripples going out, which is very strange for an impact. But that's the only thing different you see in the room that was there from before.
Okay. I'd like to move up to the mirror.
Okay.
And I want to see if I can. Am I tall enough to kind of peek my head through the hole?
It's not. He didn't actually break through. There's basically the mirror has like a sort of circular piece almost left in the middle, and it's kind of just shattered, almost like a spider web kind of look to it. And then the rest of the mirror is gone. It's just shattered out behind. So there's just that broken piece kind of stuck just where whatever glue or whatever was holding it on didn't actually come off because his palm was kind of keeping it on there.
Okay, so I can't see through the actual mirror.
No.
Okay. Looking at the reflection in the shards, do I see anything peculiar about?
No. Holding the shards around or looking at the broken one, you kind of see what you would expect to see based on where you position the shards.
Okay. So I'm gonna kind of look around and.
Hello, owner of the mine. Are you here?
And you don't hear anything.
Okay. I'm going to. I'm gonna grab. Yeah, that's it. I'm gonna head downstairs.
Okay.
While he was doing that, I'll spend a minute to cast Mending on Gunner to heal him back to full.
Okay.
That actually reminded me, when we were in combat, when it finished, I actually did want to go up and check the mirror. You don't have to flip maps for me. Just if I go up and look at it, do I learn or discern anything?
So roll a perception investigation if you're going specifically to the mirror. Roll investigation.
Yep. 11.
Okay. So you just see the impact where your hand was and the ripple effects of whatever kind of impacted it to break the mirror on the outside. Yeah, nothing seems out of
I'm
place
just gonna
or
like
obvious.
touch it and then go back downstairs.
Okay. Enough. All right, so as we go back downstairs, so Jack, you were starting to move forwards.
Yep.
Seeing you move forwards, Dorhan would have stepped up as well. Darius, you'd be just coming in down kind of behind Atlas now.
Mhm.
Okay, Felix, you'd kind of mended up. Are you moving forwards as well?
Yeah. Yep. Gonna go down with everyone else. Yep.
Okay. All right, perfect. All right. So, Jack, as you're moving forwards, this is still, there is no light in this tunnel. As we're all kind of starting to go down, this is about a 90-foot in length from whenever you first came down it. As you're getting to about a third of the way down, your dark vision starts to pick up, almost looks like white glows. And there's about 10 of them. You see these kind of 10 small glows. They're about probably maybe about 1 inch, and they kind of go almost in a circle around the hallway, kind of like at the top, at the sides, at the bottom.
Are there any like within reach of me?
So it's probably about 50 feet away from where you are.
Gotcha. Yeah, Jack's gonna just continue walking towards it and might even attempt to reach out and touch it.
Okay, so you're about 40 feet away. Is everybody else still continuing down behind? Atlas and Darius, did you also go in the hallway?
Yeah, I'm basically following
further
them.
behind, but yeah.
Okay, perfect. Okay. All right. So as
I'm
we
kinda-
all move forwards, sorry, go ahead.
I was just gonna say I'm just kind of checking in with Filbert and kind of playing around with him while I mosey along.
Make sure he wasn't injured by the glass you swallowed.
He doesn't go down that path.
Oh, it's a different pipe.
Yeah.
All right. So as we kind of started moving forward in a group now, Jack, you get to see this first. These white glowing balls, you now see what they're attached to, and their faces. And you see 2 on the ceiling, you see 2 on the side, 1 at the bottom, and as it starts to come into focus, you see these look like possibly arms, very, very large, clinging to the ceiling. And you can see now they're like almost like spider forms, huge spider forms. 2 clinging to the ceiling, 2 clinging to the side, 1 on the bottom. And they're all just staring towards you.
Jack is gonna say, "Well, we're here. We mean no harm. What do you need?"
Okay, so as you say this, you see all of the heads start to turn. So the ones that are upside down, their heads just rotate so that they're facing the correct way. The ones on the sides rotate, so now their heads are 180 degrees from their bodies, all looking towards you. And it starts to speak, and it rotates through each one that is speaking. Why are you here in my mind?
We stumbled upon it through the chapel, and now we've seemed to have found a letter referring to the parent of somebody in our party. So we figured we'd explore to see if we could uncover the situation.
Who sent you into my mind?
We did. We found the chapel and needed cover and just happened across the cellar that led us here. The walls were kind of weakened and we kind of just came through.
Did Lord Finmore send you?
Who?
Lord Finmoria.
I don't believe so.
Okay.
Are we there yet?
So yeah, you guys are right up close. Like you're pretty much all bunched now with this conversation. You guys have come up close, so everybody's now in view of this conversation that Jack's having with these 5 entities.
All right, so I can speak up and say that Lord Vimoria did not send us.
You a friend of Lord Finmoria?
I can say that we've never met him. The first time I've ever heard of his name was I found a letter from a foreman. I try to. I don't want to give away that Felix is the one who wrote the letter's son, just in case it triggers anything. But so yeah, that's all I say.
Yeah, what he said. He definitely does not lie.
Who is Lord Vinmoria?
If you do not know Lord Finmoria, then perhaps you weren't sent here. Find me. And you start to see these 5 beings just kind of back up, and in the white glows of their eyes disappear into the darkness.
Where do we find you?
I think they're gone, dude.
Yeah, you don't hear anything.
Comes back for like 3 seconds, like in the back of the mind.
Oh, sorry, I'm back here, chaps.
The horn speaks up. I don't like this. These look like evil beings.
Definitely not what I was expecting to run into. I would honestly have rather ran into a big spider.
I mean, we could still be heading towards a big spider. They could just be thralls for the spider.
Did he mention somebody in the letter?
Who?
The king or whoever he's talking about?
No, the king wasn't writing in the letter. So the letter was from Felix's dad to another foreman, and he was basically saying like the Lord Vimoria is bleeding us dry, more or less. Like,
So the Lord's name was in the letter. I didn't read the letter. I just heard what you guys said.
yeah. So they were writing about him. He had no correspondence. He was asking the other foreman to talk to Lord Vimoria on his behalf because they couldn't keep up with the orders.
Well, Jack's gonna turn to Dorhan. I don't think we're getting out of here now. I do believe Felix is going to want to look into this.
Yeah, I do, and we should.
Did Filbert, like when we walked in and those things were talking to us, did Filbert have any reaction to them at all?
He looked scared, like he was doing his peek out of your mouth kind of thing, and he was kind of like just shaking a little bit. He looked scared. He didn't know what was going on.
Okay.
Felix, if we get this answer that you need for what's happening with your father, can we leave this place? Is that what you need for us to leave this place?
Maybe. I mean, it's hard to say. To be honest with you, I'm also just curious about what else is down here. And you have to understand, none of us have ever been on any island that isn't our own. This is like a new frontier. There's so many mysteries to discover here. What people were here? What purpose did this serve? What was left behind? So many questions that I would never have gotten answers to if I couldn't travel here, and to just walk away from it and maybe never be able to come back and look at it again. I can't do that.
So your purpose is to find answers to these things.
I mean, my purpose in life is to find answers to things.
I also have a purpose. Does my purpose not matter to you?
Yeah, but we're still gonna do your purpose. It's a detour to your purpose. Whereas if we do your purpose, his purpose does not get completed.
Goran just picks up his greatsword and he just starts walking off.
I'm sorry if I made you mad. I still love you.
Speaking of purpose, how is everyone feeling?
I think I had a dream about my dad last night.
I'm
Anyone
feeling pretty
else?
nervous.
Nervous, okay. Great. Anything pouring out of your body that shouldn't be? Any ailments? Sick to your stomach?
No, I don't
Cramping?
know.
Nope.
Okay. All right then.
Well, sometimes my stomach twists a bit when I'm anxious, so I mean, that's kind of happening right now.
Mm-hmm.
Jack's just gonna
you're
walk
smart,
off.
figure it out.
You're smart.
just, like-
Figure it out.
He just starts flopping around behind Goron.
That was all set up just so he could say that to you.
Huh. Why bother asking then?
He was trying to. He's upset that you called him a lesser intelligent being.
Well, I'm not trying to insult anybody, but I mean, it stands to reason that he is. He's
I put my
obviously
hand on his head. And I'm like,
created
listen,
by
buddy.
people.
Calling someone a lesser intelligent being, even if it's true, it's generally not a socially acceptable thing to do. I didn't think I was going to need to teach you social etiquette and Atlas, but here we are.
Am I
Just a
like?
statement of fact, though. I mean, some people are taller, some people are shorter, some people are stronger, some people are weaker, some people are smart, some people aren't.
Yeah, but a lot of people don't like to hear that they're not smart.
Well, it doesn't change the fact that it's true.
Okay, you're not wrong. Just avoid calling people not smart.
Okay.
You can do it. I have faith in you. I believe in you. And I just walk away.
Are you guys walking while you're talking, or are you just in place?
Yeah,
there?
okay, let's say we were walking and talking.
I'll say Jack walked off when Dorhan walked off.
Right.
And I followed them.
Yeah, so we're at the back, but I'm just like, I'm trying to give him some street etiquette.
Got it. Let me just Okay. Got you guys.
So am I with it's Dorhan, right? Dorhan?
Dorhan, yeah.
Yeah, am I with him?
Did you want to follow? You followed him when he walked off?
Well, yeah, I followed in his direction
Okay.
when I said my piece.
Yeah. So I will pop you beside him.
I basically want to get within ear range of them and him and Jack with Felix and Darius, like while they're having that conversation.
Okay. So, yeah. So you would have heard that tunnel. Everything would echo anyway, so you'd have no problems hearing what was going on. Okay. So as you guys walk down, you find yourselves back in the sort of intersection that you guys were in earlier.
Ah, the old familiar intersection that we were in earlier.
Do we see like any evidence of like those creatures in what direction they may have gone? Because we still have down here and up here that we haven't explored.
So if you're looking for specific tracks, investigation.
Okay, come on, stop rolling low. 19, that's better.
19. I mean, you see the webs that you've seen before, kind of up in the corner of the room, but you don't actually see any specific tracks.
And the webs, we already explored that, right? The webs were in this area.
Yeah, that's where we just came from.
That's where you initially seen them. You can see that these webs are up, kind of lining the room, and some scattered across the roof as well. Nothing as dense as what you've seen in the lower dorms. Nothing as dense as those, but regular webs here.
Jack is just gonna look at Reen and point and send her this direction.
Okay.
And she's gonna break off that way, and he's just gonna snap out his pendant and start looking.
Okay.
I'm going to disengage my hand and I'm going to shoot it up to the ceiling and sweep some of the webs onto it and pull it back down.
Okay. That's good.
I want to go look at this device down here again. Just examine it again. See if there's anything to interact with there, any slots or anything like that.
Okay. So you can roll an investigation.
21.
Okay. So it kind of looks similar. It doesn't look like there's any changes to previous. You can definitely tell that this is some sort of two-door system, and you can tell that it can only be, there's no point of access to the structure that would let you activate any system from this side. Like, you've been over it, you've felt over it, you've looked up at this kind of exposed cog at the top, and there's nowhere at all that you can see anything to insert. Just this portcullis that's raised at the kind of the front, and this kind of sheet metal door behind it. There seems to be nowhere that you can insert or touch anything that would activate.
So I'll take the while I'm doing that investigation, like I pull out the Keyblade thing and kind of compare it to try and see if there was anything there, but there's clearly not, so I put it away and move on to something else.
Okay. Yeah, the key thing, as you kind of like, inspecting at the same time kind of thing, you brush off the black goo that's all over it, and yeah, you can just see it doesn't look like whatever the methods did with it damaged it at all. It's still missing that one piece, kind of on the bottom of the star, and the rest of it looks intact. Atlas, so you bring down the web, and you want to roll roll a medicine check on this one.
Oh, okay. Yes, I will do that. 12, 17.
Okay. So after analyzing it and scanning it, you can tell that it is arachnid at its source, but the fibers resemble almost human sinew within it.
I'd like to kind of move over to Jack.
Excuse me, Mr. Jack.
Hey, Mr. Jack.
Yes.
You spend a lot of time outdoors, correct?
Yes.
Would you mind taking a look at this webbing and kind of see if you could ascertain where it's from or anything about it?
Yeah, let me look at it. Atlas.
All right, let's do
I
a
do
nature
detect
check.
human sinew within it.
I'm also going to cast guidance on him.
Guidance, sure.
So kind.
Mm-hmm.
What are you looking for here, boss man?
Nature. If you're trying to find out if you know where it is or where it's from or seen it before.
That works. I did just roll a 19 on the dice because I'm built different. Nature is a +2, so 21 +3, 24.
All right, it's that style and haircut getting you all these rolls.
I know I'm
Nice.
built different.
So the webbing itself is reminiscent of some caves you explored previously that had some giant spiders that you did not fight based on judging what type of combat would be involved. But in that abode, you did find something that looked almost identical to the giant spider cave.
It seems like a giant spider web, but can't say I've gotten too close to them. But if you're sensing human something in it, it's
Yeah, there's definitely
awfully-
traces of human within this webbing.
it's awfully
Can you
similar.
tell if they've used humans to create the webbing, or is it just mixed in somehow? Are you able to see that in your experience?
I have no idea. It looks like a giant spider web.
Jack, you can roll a medicine check for me so you can dig into it a little deeper.
Good Lord, dude. Oh my goodness. Do I still get guidance?
Yeah, last for a minute.
Yeah.
Yeah. I rolled a 3 on the die. Plus a 4, and then medicine is 2, 9.
Okay. So you can only tell that it's webbing. Like it doesn't, although you know there's something different, you can't really ascertain what's different about it. It only resembles the webbing you've seen previously.
I want to look up and scan all the webbing areas in the ceiling, and I want to look for any sort of like large clumps where it might be concealing something.
Okay. Yeah, so as you scan around and look up, it doesn't look like there's a specific pattern or a clump. It just seems like kind of randomly scattered. There doesn't seem to be anything stuck up there or anything that is concentrated. It seems to be fairly random.
Okay. Does it all look the same in color? Is there anything that might may let us know like newer versus older?
It's all a fairly gray color. All looks the same. It does. Yeah, you can't really ascertain if it's something more newer than older. Yeah.
Okay.
So yeah, Jack's basically just gonna be like, "Yep, I don't know," and go back to looking at his pendant.
Well, thank you for the glorious insight.
Yep.
It's spider webs, everyone. Spider webs.
And Jack's going to take a few steps away from Atlas.
Yeah. I'm just gonna click my hand back in and just try to like slowly wipe it off on my body.
Okay. All right. Okay, so Jack, you were sending Reen this whole time up to the north. So as she proceeds up there, she's in a rather wide sort of hallway. It looks like it goes maybe 20, 30 foot. Again, complete darkness. Do you want her to complete going up there? Or just kind of, are you just getting a view of the hallway?
I'll basically have her walk until I see something.
Okay. All right. So as Reen's walking up, Darius, are you doing anything specific?
I actually have climbed up on this rock, and I'm just kind of like laying here because I'm waiting for someone to decide where we're going.
Okay. Good enough. All right. So, all right. So, Jack, you're looking at the pendant. Just yourself, right? You're not showing anybody. You're just looking at the pendant yourself.
Just me.
Okay. So as Reen goes through this hallway, it starts to narrow a little bit and then opens up to a large room. Oh, hold on. Let me move myself over. With 64 dragons in it.
And they're all ancient.
Covered in webs. So Reen enters this room. You see the railway track that was continuing from the intersection ends here. She sees a cart there, sees random crates, bags, sees an exit at the end, but it looks like it's all covered up with stone.
When she gets up there, she'll is she seeing any? She doesn't see anything that she would deem hostile.
Nope.
So she's gonna let out a bellow, and as soon as she does, Jack is just gonna start walking that direction towards her.
Okay.
You guys can come this way, and he's gonna keep going.
Yeah, Felix will follow.
Yep. I hop down finally. I actually say finally.
Dorhan yells like, should I watch the rear, Felix, or do you want me to follow, being that you're the leader?
Darius perks his butt out.
Oh, well, it's up to you, Dorhan. I mean, you said you have a very important purpose to fulfill, so, whatever that entails. But we're going this way.
Well, getting you to Centaurium is what it entails, but apparently I can't do that right now.
Well, don't be mad about it.
That's my main purpose. How can I not be mad about it? Would you not be mad if I
That's your
picked
main
you up and
purpose?
took you
That's
out
a
of
really
here?
unfortunate existence.
I was raised from birth for this purpose. What is life without purpose?
Oh, are orcs just an angry people?
Yeah.
Oh,
Are we
Only
caught in a
angry when we
time
need
loop?
to be.
Is this racism?
We're only
Only
angry
if
when we
it's
need
not
to
true.
be. Very well. I will follow you and protect from the rear.
All right.
thanks.
Atlas, are you coming up too, or are you staying?
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, okay. All right, let me position everybody.
I've clicked my hand back on. I don't know if you wanted.
Okay.
Yeah.
Sounds good. All right. So this room it's dark, but everybody sucks and pick night vision, so you guys can pretty much see what's going on.
So sorry.
Normally I don't play dark vision character, but what can you do?
Half
Yeah,
elves are one of
so-
the best for charisma. That's why I chose them.
So everybody can roll a perception check other than Reen.
21.
Okay.
Jack rolled a 12.
19.
Okay.
So how does that work? Like if I roll, if my passive perception's
Yeah.
higher, do you use that, or how does that
Yeah,
work?
exactly. Yeah. Like I know what your passive is by default. Yeah. And then if you roll higher, then I take that.
Okay.
you knew, like,
What was it?
one.
Oh. All right. So, as you all walk in, you see Felix. You notice this the most. You even know the workings of this cart. You see a traditional mining cart will be used to move very, very heavy amounts of ore. There looks like storage boxes across the side, bags, but this stuff looks old. It's been here a long time. You see like cobwebs on it, but just from age, it doesn't look like it's giant spider webs like you've seen previously in the previous room. There looks like a massive cave-in at the end of the what would be exit, and a pile of bones at the bottom of the rocks.
Kind of bones. Can we tell?
Yeah, they look similar to the bones you've seen in the previous intersection. They're just a mixture of human and some dwarven, a couple of gnomes, just all various sizes, but they're definitely humanoid.
I'm gonna do a scan of the rubble.
Okay. You roll an investigation.
20.
Okay. So the rubble, this kind of rock slide or whatever this is very much different than the ones you guys broke through. This is massive, massive sizes of rock. And it looks like it's, you can't tell how deep it goes, but it's floor to ceiling packed. You can't see any gaps. You can't see any maneuvering. And these are large boulders. And any gap you try to look into, you just see filled with kind of mud that's come from above and other rocks. You can't see through it at all. The only thing you do get, which through any type of gap, you almost get like a salty breeze, but it's so small because it's so jam-packed, you barely just feel that.
And now, does this rock, is it bedrock, or is it any sort of like structure that's broken up, or is it, is it from the earth, like rough rock, or?
Yeah, so you can kind of tell based on where this room was constructed, kind of almost finishes at the end here, and you can tell that this must be the rock that was actually part of wherever you are, whether this be a mountain or the exit to this mine is come from this place.
Okay. I'd like to look in the cart, the mine cart. Is there any rock in the mine cart, or is there anything in the mine cart?
So in the mine cart, there's just some scatterings of small pieces of ore.
Of ore, okay. And within this rock, I didn't see any ore at all, like any similar ore.
No, just solid rock.
Now the bodies the bones of the bodies, is any of the rocks on top of the bones that I can see, or are the bones sitting in front of the rocks?
Yeah, so you can see parts of the bones are covered by it.
Okay.
Some femurs and stuff stuck underneath.
Okay. Do I notice any full skeleton that's laying there that's not covered by any rock?
It's hard to say because they're so kind of mixed up.
Yeah.
But there's nothing that is sort of evident that you could see, okay, this is a full one body and not just a mixture of bones.
Okay.
Is there significance to the dirt pattern, or is that just design?
It's just design. Don't want to distract you with that.
I mean, search boxes, I guess.
I'd like to pick up whatever ores in the cart and swallow it.
Okay.
Oh, I was going to take
Fair
one
enough.
and throw it in your mouth.
So there's 5 small pieces of ore in there.
Okay. Yeah, I will swallow them. Not chew, swallow.
Okay. Got it. I understand now.
Atlas,
Yeah.
can you jump up and down for me?
Of course.
Are you doing it?
Would you like me to do that now?
Yes, please.
Absolutely.
And I jump up and down.
Does it rattle? Does everything is everything still inside of him?
You can hear clinking and clanging.
Okay, that answers that question. Thank you. You can stop now.
You're most welcome.
So Felix, roll an investigation. Okay. So searching through the boxes, it looks like general goods, like provisions. There's what you can tell would have been some rotted food, but it's completely just turned to mulch. Even moving some boxes, again, it just looks like dust and cobwebs. This stuff, whatever this stuff is, hasn't been touched in years. There's nothing of note that stands out other than sort of, you know, the rotten food and general supplies. There's some dirty rags, clothing, but it's so old it's in tatters.
All right. Well, I don't think there's anything in here for us. We should go to the other side, check out over there, and then we can finally fulfill Dorhan's wishes. Unless there's like 5 more paths in that path, then we're going to be here a while.
Yeah, this place seems pretty useless, and Jack's gonna start walking away from everybody. But we can continue this before he continues.
Is the minecart operational?
You want to give it a go?
Yeah.
All right. So Felix walks up to the front of the minecart and he turns the kind of the wheel that's in front of it, which opens up the mechanical system, and the minecart starts to roll down the track.
I want to jump in
Okay.
it while it's going.
It's already moving.
Yeah, so I'll do this. You can decide whether it's No, that's definitely not.
This
I
thing is
rolled
a
a 7.
slow-moving minecart. It's not like flying down
still-
a highway. It's going
I
very.
still
very
only
slow.
rolled a 7, so
Okay, so Darius starts to jump in. It doesn't get fully in, and his legs are still sticking out the back, kicking, and the front of his body
yeah.
is in the back of it.
I'm gonna
I-
disengage both my hands and attach them to the rear of the cart and push as hard as I can.
Okay. Roll a strength check.
I roll over onto my back and leave my feet kicking out like I intended to do that.
Okay. Felix, are you in? Whether you positioned yourself in, or are you just in?
I'm in. Yeah,
Okay,
yeah. I
okay.
jumped
19.
in.
Okay.
Yeah.
19. Okay.
Yeah.
So so you see the 2 rocket-powered hands coming out, grab the back of the cart, and the cart now shoots right out of sight down the.
And they're gonna release once that they have like enough momentum. Like when I want them to kind of just get that like good burst of speed and then release. I don't want my hands leaving the room.
Okay. All right. So.
They're gonna just click back into me.
Okay, so the hands have released from the cart. We have Darius. And
Already healing touch.
Felix, you are visually in a cart. It is starting to slow down right now.
Flashes between like 6 maps now.
Yeah, it's all good. Let me put myself over there too.
Darius and Felix are
Okay,
at the very
so
other end of the mine.
It's still traveling. I don't have a cart to put you in. I'm sorry.
That's
but
okay. That's
you
fine.
are still traveling. It's starting to slow down a little bit.
Are you saying I have to use my imagination while playing Dungeons and Dragons? I don't think
So
I can do that.
weird. So, do you continue to stay in the cart?
Oh
Yeah,
yeah,
I
I'm not
mean,
getting out. Let's
yeah.
go.
Okay.
Plus, for me to get out, it would be very difficult.
Okay, so starting to slow down a little bit, but still continuing.
Keep
All right, I'm gonna slowly follow like the track behind as well. Like I want to keep them somewhat in view.
Okay.
I'm gonna turn over now so that I can see.
you're not face first anymore. Okay, so let me just grab everybody else here.
Do I see this door as I don't know how fast the minecart's going. So
Yeah, it's the momentum has really kicked out, and now it's just going by the actual mechanics of the cart, so it is moving slower now. Like it's literally just going like that, very very slow.
All right, I want to hop out.
Okay, so we'll flip back to that. Let me just see. So Atlas wanted to follow as it was moving. Jack had already started leaving. So Jack right now.
Jack just sees the cart go flying by.
Yeah,
He's screaming as it flies by.
It was
Great
Jack,
heavens.
was Jack walking on the tracks? Might have to dive out of the way.
Nah, he's off to the side.
All right, so Jack is in there now.
I think Jack's starting to understand the company he's in. He's always
All right. Let's see. We need. Sorry, guys. I gotta manage all these tokens and everything now.
Totally fine.
Okay, I think I've got everybody where they need to be. All right, so we got Atlas, Gunner, Dorhan has made their ways back into the intersection. Jack and Darius, Jack and Reen are in the intersection now. And then, okay, so we flip back. So Felix, Darius, going down. Again, this is pitch black, but you do have a decent view with your dark vision. You see going down this hallway, there is more of the spider webs. It's more condensed around what looks like sort of a break in the wall. It's kind of being put into, looks like almost like an arch, like boulders kind of put, and like a makeshift door, or like a double door that is kind of closed in it as the cart goes past. Now, Darius, you said you were jumping out?
Yep. I want to jump out and inspect the door, check for...
So it's like a gate of boulders, you said?
Yeah, it looks like it's been formed into an
you
arch.
could say it's a
and then, like,
boulder
makeshift
gate.
door.
Yeah, that's what I was getting.
Oh boy. So yes, this looks like the makeshift doors, as fancy as you can get, made with like sheet rock, and the doors themselves actually are made of metal though, but they are kind of ajar a little bit.
Can I peek through?
You can certainly try.
All right. Well, then I will peek through.
Okay.
Gets beheaded.
Roll a let's do a stealth check.
Oh. 9. Wow, I rolled horrible on that.
Okay. No, you're fine. Roll a perception.
Okay. 9.
Okay, so with the double doors are open just a little bit, and again there doesn't seem to be a lot of light in the particular area where you're looking, so you really just see kind of more dirt floor beyond it and some bones on the ground. Nothing.
Right. Push the doors open, or pull, whichever direction they go.
Okay. All right, so you push both doors open. Felix, are you doing anything while he's doing this?
Yeah, I'm riding the minecart.
Okay, so you're continuing down the to the end, or well,
Yep. Well,
past this. Okay.
I'm going forward here.
All right. Perfect. All right. So while you're pushing these doors open, Felix continues on his magical minecart ride. Let me get you over here. Felix.
I will pause myself until you get everyone over here, so you don't
Yeah.
have to jump between 3
Yeah,
maps.
you are currently paused.
And while I'm riding the minecart, Gunner is going to go back into the room with the beds. And inspect them.
And I'm
Asgana
gonna
works towards
detach
the room.
both
and a
my
huge-
hands.
And send one into the chapel.
And then one, I want to head with Doran and continue our journey to the city.
Oh my god,
Green's gonna go back to the beach.
that would be amazing.
Oh man.
Oh. All right, so let me
He's
just
just gonna
recap.
carry Filbert.
Okay, so Felix is continuing his magic ride. Before I explain what Felix sees as he continues, Atlas, Jack, what direction are you guys going? Where are you going?
I'm following the cart.
I'm
following
following
the
the cart. Jack's just gonna be like, well, I haven't heard any screaming yet, so I presume we're safe. Let's keep going. Let's follow after.
And then
You know,
Doran's
I
actually
could use for a little bit of screaming. I feel so useless.
Dorhan starts picking up the pace a little bit now that he sees Felix and them get out of sight. So he kind of starting to run down the tracks now.
Also, before they get in here, I close the doors so they don't know I'm in this room.
Oh, just wait, you're not in yet. All right, so let's go players here. And then
Well, I
over
put myself in there.
And there. That's okay. All right, so Felix, as the cart turns the corner, you get a little bit scared because it's not moving quick, but you see yourself going straight towards, kind of looks like an iron railing, but then like almost nothingness, like complete darkness ahead. And it does take a little bit of a left and start to turn, and you do now see the end. And the cart stops at its proper stopping station. And then roll a perception check for me, please.
9.
Okay. So straight ahead, you see like a chest in the wall. You see some sort of table in the corner. You see a break in the iron railing, and then you see some really bizarre looking metal mechanism.
Okay. I'll hop out. So it's just blackness over. I can't see anything down off the.
You want to look over
Side
the
here?
edge?
Yeah.
So as you look down, it's like darkness, and you do understand from your knowledge of where you are in mines that this is an extremely deep mine. You can see the exposed side where you're standing, but even forward and to your left and right, you can't really see where this mine starts. You can just see it continuing down into darkness below you.
I'm gonna take a look at this mechanism. That draws my eyes right away. I want to inspect it, and I want to take the star key out again and see if it coincides with anything on this.
Okay, perfect. All right, so let's quickly switch back before we check that out. So, Darius. As Darius walks through the door, oh, and get Felix out of there. As Darius goes through the door, you now see more.
Ah.
10 spiders away.
Well, I mean, you don't know.
So you see. Ah, hold on. Sorry, 1 second. I've got one on the wrong layer.
No, I don't like hearing that.
Bam, 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 bam. Oh, I had my fog of war selected. That's why. So you see 2 of these
Uh-oh.
giant, strange-looking humanoid spider things.
Oh.
They're just stationary, clinging to the wall, kind of half on the ceiling, half on the wall.
Does
The
it have,
AI
like, a
had a
spider
very
hand for a
strange-
dick?
Yeah, that's what I was about to say. It put a really weird spot there.
And you see some bones on the ground. And then you hear, "So, you found me."
Yep, I thought that might have been you. Yep, I'm here.
Come forwards to me.
Oh, you did.
I'm good right
hear
here.
this?
I can hear you.
You hear this voice coming from your right, like to the west of the room.
Okay. I am.
Who are you
oh,
talking to in there?
You don't know. I am very slowly and cautiously going to like just try and get more vision
Mhm.
and move towards the voice that's beckoning me to death.
Okay. So you get a little bit more of the area opening up.
Oh, this is huge. Okay. Oh, there's more. My skin is literally crawling in real life. I don't like this.
All right, so as you proceed in, you start to see more of these spider creatures.
Did we not see you go into this room? Like,
Yeah,
I didn't want you to.
He's
Oh,
he's
okay.
walked. Yeah, he popped in the other side of the door as the cart was coming down.
would I have noticed that with my current?
Yeah, you would have noticed. Honestly, he wouldn't have been able to close this door like fully. It's not
Quietly.
like a perfect door, so it looks like it's open anyway. Like it's kind of closed, but it just doesn't even evenly match. Yeah. So what do you guys want to do
Guys?
as Darius is moving forwards? And Felix, we're gonna get back to you in just a second.
Guys, did Darius go in that room by himself?
Oh,
Okay.
It's possible.
Should he be going anywhere by himself?
Probably not. I don't believe he has the fighting capacity to survive anything more than one zombie.
A bad fall? Well,
But-
that's promising. Maybe we should leave him in there for a little bit and then go in?
Definitely something to do.
Go for
Um,
Felix.
But I haven't heard any screaming yet, so maybe we're okay.
Listen, just go find Felix. I'll be fine. There is no way that this room was designed for us to fight, or we would all be dead.
They can't hear you. You're too far.
I know that. I
So-
know.
Dorhan speaks up now.
I don't see Felix. The cart isn't here. It must have continued.
So Dorhan starts running down the track now, looking for Felix
Good God. the guy's
and
fast.
Darius because he doesn't know he's out yet.
Alright, well, natural thing to do is split the party. Jack, do you want to head down for Felix and I'll keep an eye on Darius?
I'll stay here. I'm
Okay.
sure as quick as Dorhan is, he'll probably be back in a very short amount of time.
Very true. Okay, well I'm gonna pop my head in this door and make sure Darius isn't making any friends.
Okay, let me know if I need to go in with you.
You're just gonna stay out in this hallway?
No, like if you're gonna go in and you want me to go with you, I will.
Well, I think that would be best.
Okay.
All right, so you're
Gunner will continue to follow Atlas around.
Atlas. Okay, sounds good.
All right, so I'm just gonna kind of peek my head in and just do like a quick little scan.
So, do we see anything?
I turn and I'm like,
Okay, so yeah, as you guys come in, you can start to see now these strange humanoid spider creatures on the outside. You start to take everything in. As you do, we go over to Felix.
Are we actually interested? I just wanted to peek my head in. Are you just going right in, Jack?
Yeah, Alice. No, I just moved the characters. He's not in. He's behind
Oh.
you, so you're just peeking
Oh.
your head in.
Okay.
I'll go
great.
back.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Yeah, you're good. Okay, so Felix, going up to this strange-looking contraption, you can tell that the kind of initial components of it is a regular workings of what you would understand to be like a deep mine shaft elevator that you've seen used before. But what's strange about it is, first of all, there's no elevator there, but there's this strange automaton, which it is strapped into this thing, and there's no sound, there's no light, no movement, but it's this thing is built into the winches of the elevator, And it has a star shape on its forehead.
Does it have any slot for the key?
So
Or-
the star in the forehead does match the end of the key.
Okay.
Does have 5-pointed star socket.
It's like a slot.
Yeah, the image isn't 100% accurate, but yeah.
Yeah.
it's like
Okay.
a
Yeah.
slot.
So I'll stick the star key into it.
Okay, so you push it in. It does fit. Nothing happens.
Turn the key.
Okay, so Felix grabs the handle, slowly turns the key, and we take a break.
Ah!
Yay.
All right, 5-minute pre-break. 5 minutes.
Copy.
Do you have an image for the thing on the throne?
Yeah, I do.
Okay. I know what it is. It's too hard to tell from its little tiny thumbnail.
I know. All right, I'm actually gonna pee. I'll be back.
Yeah, I gotta go too. Welcome back.
Thank you very much. Let me pop over to the chat and see if oh, we got Finch over on good old Twitch. All the players are on Twitch. Joel's there, Pro's there. Doug, what's going on? Awesome. Let's see. Perfect. Everything's working, so I can just close it all. Don't need to be using these extra resources.
So I take it Dark Forerunners. Luke?
Yep. Alrighty.
I just turn my camera back on.
If there's any more fights, don't forget to let me know when you want to do something.
Oh yeah, I'm just waiting for you to set me up and I'll do it.
Well, just let me know you want to do the spell, and then I will lead it in with a thingy.
Yeah. So, I mean, based on what I read, if there's 3 or more enemies grouped together, I'm going to use it.
Okay. Yeah, perfect.
Because I was going to do it up with the blue things, but they didn't get close enough, and I also was scared I was going to hit Felix.
Yeah. Yeah, that could be dangerous. Yeah, Felix was getting picked on hard up there.
They wanted the key.
If it is a key, well, maybe just accidentally fit in that hole. Maybe it's so coincidentally made.
Well, stars seem to be the theme, because the thing in our chest is a star too.
Yeah. Maybe.
Is that on the main page? No, how do I put it there? It's supposed to be like, is an attack or something.
What's that?
You're supposed to be able to put, like if you add it, because I added that spell to my spell book.
Mm-hmm.
And you're supposed to be able to put like, it's an attack so that it shows up on your...
Oh, okay. I didn't know you could like add it. I thought you would just have to like manually in your head.
You can put like, I could literally put in like spraying poop attack. And
Oh yeah,
like,
yeah, fair enough. Yeah, the deadliest of all attacks.
If I remember correctly, it's just a flat cast, right? It doesn't use my charisma.
Yeah, it's a check. Yeah.
Okay.
Do you want to change the stream title?
Where?
What do you mean where?
I'm streaming to 3 different things.
Twitch.
Sure. Didn't update because I did change it.
No, it didn't. And I tried to do it like as mod, but I guess you don't have that enabled for moderators.
But that was great.
Oh, that sucks. I did change it all too. Jerks.
Oh, you're not engineer anymore, Corey?
No.
He's always engineer.
No, I know, but on Twitch...
I know what you mean.
Yeah. Oops.
Okay. Alrighty. So we got the important people back, so we'll go ahead.
I've been here.
All right. So as we left off, so Felix put the what he now thinks is a key into the front of this really sad-looking automaton, which is strapped into this mechanical device. Turns the key, and nothing happens.
Okay. I take the key back out then. I'm gonna have a look. So you said there's a piece of it missing, right? Before?
Yes.
Have a look around the table and chest, see if there's any, if the part's there or if there's anything of interest.
Okay. So roll an investigation.
13.
Okay. So on the table, you do see fragments, like smashed to pieces. There's some metal pinions there and some mallets, and you see the same type of material you have is just completely obliterated. A chunk of star, you can see that it would form back together to be a star, but it's parts of it are powder, parts of it still have a chunk, but you can ascertain that that would be the part that's missing.
Okay.
I'm sorry, the chest.
I want to try. Yeah, I want to try and fix it. I want to cast mending and try and fix it.
Okay. All right. So as you do that, Doran comes running and says,
Felix, are you okay?
Oh yeah, Dorhan, I'm fine. Don't worry. I'm just trying to fix this key. And Felix's gauntlet will be up as like a magical glow, yellow glow radiates from it. So it takes
Okay.
a minute to cast the spell.
okay.
I also love that Felix didn't even notice that I was gone.
I think he noticed, he just didn't care. He's just like, wee! Okay, so Doran's just walking up. He's kind of just taking a look around. While you cast your mending spell, we will switch back. So Atlas, I gotta remember to keep moving myself around. Bam. So Atlas, you're peeking your head in. You see some bones on the floor. You see ahead and to the left, you see some sort of strange, large spider human creature that was similar to the figures that you've seen in the hallway before, but it seems to be motionless.
Yeah, has anything noticed me?
Nope. They're more from the one that you can see, the white of the eyes that you can see kind of reflecting from your dark vision. It's looking down the room, not towards the door.
And do I see Darius?
Slowly
If you
walking
peek
towards
your,
the
if you
throne.
peek your head in further, you can just see his outline.
Okay, I'm gonna pop my head back out of the room and tell Jack.
Jack, I think we have a situation.
Of what sort?
The 8-legged type, and one one very silly man walking in the middle of them.
Probably what we saw a minute ago. They did say to come find him.
That is correct.
They did. It did also say if we don't mean it harm to seek it out. So
Right, and we take everything at its word. Okay. Should we just go in?
well, the circumstance here is it said if we mean no harm to seek it out. If it wanted to harm us, it could have caught us by surprise. So I'm going to go at its word in this moment.
What is that
But-
weird thing you did with your hands?
This is like a quotation.
Who are you quoting?
Them.
Them.
If we mean them no harm.
Technically, you're quoting him
You're not-
at its word.
Oh yeah, I'm quoting you at its word. It said to seek it out, and if it
Right.
wanted to hurt us, it would have done that already. So maybe it wants to talk.
Okay. Well, I may be some use after all. So after you, if you'd like to head in.
That's fine. I will go first, and then Jack followed by Reen, and he's just gonna kind of walk in kind of nonchalantly. He's not like, I wouldn't say Jack's intimidated right now, and he's just gonna kind of walk in and get moving.
Okay, and just to double check, so Felix, do you want Gunnar to follow, kind of stay close to Atlas, follow Atlas?
Yep, he's just gonna follow Atlas.
Okay, so then you'll be able to kind of, he can convey what's happening however he does that to you.
He doesn't. I have no idea what's going on.
If he was to find a way to communicate with you later, he could communicate. But like,
Yeah,
memory
in
or
theory,
whatever.
yeah.
Okay.
Radio. All right. Let's head on in.
Okay, so as you guys enter and get a little bit further, the room kind of opens up, and you can see further down the end of the room. This room is massive. It's huge, and you can now see as you guys move in, many of these strange human arachnid things kind of up in the corners, on the ceiling, on the walls, all pretty just motionless, just watching you move through. Come forward, you found me. You hear this calling from this strange stone throne. You start to see Darius as you move up. How close do you want to go?
I'll go right up. As they were doing their thing coming in, I've been approaching and kind of just like looking and getting almost like an inventory of all the creatures around the room. And I'll approach right up because in my mind, if he wanted me dead, I'd be dead. There's no way that I could fight all of these at once. So I'm not scared.
So as you're walking
Does,
up, roll a yeah, go ahead.
Sorry, just before you get too close, like I want to call out to Darius before he gets out of my view.
Okay. Yeah, will do. So before you go up too far, Darius, roll a perception check.
Okay. 5.
Okay, so as you're walking up, you can't grasp much more than what you've seen previously, only the fact that these braziers beside this guy are lit. Now, it doesn't spread that light real far to open up the entire room, but it's enough that you can see this kind of really smoothed out platform with steps up to it. And this figure sitting on what looks like some sort of makeshift kind of throne. You really can't make out much more details. And at this point, about halfway down, you're kind of about halfway down the room. You're about, what, 40 feet away from the pedestal area, in which case, Atlas, if you wanted to.
Yeah.
Oh, Darius.
Does his yelling disturb them at all? Do any of the creatures move or?
They look in his direction. Some of them move and look in his direction, but they're still staying stationary.
Hi. I'm just coming through. That's my friend over there. Darius.
Yeah.
Hello.
And I'm just gonna like lock eyes with him, and I'm gonna cast guidance on him. Like,
Are you handling everything?
Yeah. Just don't do anything crazy.
I
I think we're
never
okay.
do.
I mean,
Never do. Right, Jack? Nothing crazy.
You're doing good.
All right. Okay. Carry on.
all right, and I'll continue to approach the throne, as it were.
Okay. I'm just giving you your hand because guidance is touch. So as
not
you
my
approach,
guidance.
oh, your special guidance. Get rid of that hand.
It's through my eyes.
Oh, right, okay. So as you get about 30 feet from the bottle of pedestal, I wouldn't bother moving any further. I think there is sufficient.
All right, I put up my hands.
Now, I've asked quite a few times. I want to know why you are here in the mine. And don't just say you found the mine by accident. It's not possible by accident. This mine's been sealed for years.
Well, it's kind of a funny story. I'll skip to at least this island. You don't need to know my whole history. we were selected, more or less, to take part in some tournament. We got here.
Wait, you're
we got on
contestants for the tournament?
Pardon me?
You're contestants for the tournament?
Yeah. But our ship was shipwrecked on a beach. And through a series of events, we stumbled upon this church. And I'm well versed with.
Continue.
I'm actually very well versed in music, and there was an organ, and I played the music that was on it, and the statue that was in the church kind of phased out, and then there was a ladder that came down to a room that connected into this mine.
Okay, I understand the ship and the shipwreck and the... Oh my goodness, what's happened? But I don't know about this gibberish about a statue or anything. Why are you here in my mine?
If that's what I'm explaining. The statue disappeared, so we then investigated it. We went down the ladder. There was this room. And then we got attacked by zombies.
So you're saying we. So exactly how many of you are there?
Well, if you include their pets, there would be 7 of us.
So 7 contestants?
No. One of them is the guy that's supposed to take us to the tournament. And then there's 4 contestants, and 2 of our contestants have companions.
This is amazing. So Lord Moria was able to get 4 contestants here? How are you still alive?
A series of luck.
This is incredible.
Thank you.
I just like whisper over to Jack and like,
Is this the appropriate time to not be lying? I'm not quite sure.
We are surrounded, so we best be polite here.
Okay. Well,
everything he's saying is
true.
He doesn't hear you. You're really far away.
Am I?
Yeah, Lee Square's about 5
Okay, well, I
foot
need
two.
to. Okay, so I'm gonna start. I'm slowly creeping up because I obviously need to keep like that concentration spell going. So
Okay.
I'm gonna make sure I'm always within like.
Jack will
40 feet of
follow
him.
Atlas.
Okay. All right. So as
So
this
I don't
convers-
see him from where I'm at.
So now that you guys are about halfway through, yeah, these glows from the braziers up that are up on the platform, you can see him from there. Yeah.
So can we see him so I know what he looks like?
So you can roll a perception check, Darius.
Come on, don't give me a friggin' 3.
You have
15.
you have guidance as well.
Yeah, if that's not enough, I'll use the guidance as well.
Well, it's-
You
No
just
point
use
not
it for
to.
anything.
Yeah. Go ahead. You know what?
16.
There you go. Perfect. So as you approach, you guys are pretty much within sight now. He's pretty well lit. Atlas with your passive perception. You guys can now see what looks like this old, haggard gnome. There's like cobwebs all around this kind of makeshift throne that he has. He's wearing some jewelry. It looks really haggard and withered, standing up in this kind of somewhat polished marble, not marble, but it's like rock, but it's been completely smoothed out. And Atlas, you can see behind against the wall, there's like mountains of glittery, what looks like gold or treasures or something against the back wall.
Okay.
So before I continue the conversation, it's been a minute now, so we're gonna switch back with Felix. All right, perfect. So Doran's kind of just got his back to you, Felix, kind of just making sure that everything is where it should be. So your mending spell finishes, and you see that the 5th point of the star is completed, but the runic infusions the kind of runes that you've seen previously has not continued into that piece. It stops there. It doesn't continue through the piece that you just mended.
Okay. I'll try the key in the construct anyway and turn it with the completed piece, but I assume it doesn't. It's the same result.
Yeah, so you put it in, it fits, you turn it, and again, nothing seems to happen. Definitely know it's the right shape. You feel that kind of click, but there's no movement in the device beyond that.
Okay, can I take a look at this chest and see what's inside there?
It's locked.
I want to try and lockpick it.
Okay. Roll a dexterity check. Plus your proficiency at lockpicking.
Oh, it wiped. Sorry.
All good. As you're going to lockpick this thing, you do notice this chest it's a lot more secure than what you've seen before. Like this lock is like plated into the metal paneling on the front. So there's no way to kind of jimmy around it. It's straight into this metal plate.
Okay. 7.
Okay. So yeah, as you try to turn it, there's zero give on this lock. This is definitely one that you've not seen since you've arrived on this. The other chest you've seen, this is not the same. There's a monster in somebody's background.
Yeah, I'm like, what?
We got full-on side effects.
I was trying to figure out. I was like, is that part of the?
Yeah, the red
That's
dragon
the
flies out of the
ambiance.
mine. Wah!
Baby, you're in too deep of a sleep. Everybody can hear you. Wake up. I'm sorry.
Okay. I'm gonna look around. I'm gonna find like I don't know, just some random anything, tool, rock, anything
Mhm.
that's laying around. I'm gonna pick it up and walk to the edge here, and I'm
Be
gonna
careful.
toss it over the edge, and I'm gonna listen to see if I can hear how far down it falls.
Okay. Yeah, so you think you pick up one of the kind of the wrenches that were on the table there, you toss it. You listen. You hear the faintest of sounds, and this is after about 20 seconds. Very, very faint. You can barely pick it up.
About 20 seconds. Okay. Well, in that case, I turn to Dorhan and I say, well, Dorhan, can't figure out anything about this mechanism. I tried to fix it and couldn't get it working, so I guess the only way to go now is down.
Well, I guess the only way to go would be back up. We know how to get out. This is clearly a dead end.
No, there's still a way down, and there's a floor. I just heard it. Something hit the bottom.
Perhaps we should regroup. I don't see how we'd get down there, and perhaps the rest might want to go above now and get the Centaurium.
Oh, well, that's their choice. I would definitely like to know what's down there. So,
what-
it's up to you. Do you want to come with me, or are you going to stay here?
How are you going to get down there? It's pure blackness.
I was just going to jump.
Dorhan walks up and like ready to grab you. He's like,
Don't do that. You can't even see the bottom.
That's okay. I tossed something down there, and I heard it hit the bottom. Based on my calculations, it's not really that far.
Let me check.
Dorhan like looks over the side to see complete blackness for the 60 feet that he can see.
I don't think it's a wise idea, Felix. I can't even see the bottom.
You can take 66 damage, right?
Do it.
Well, it's your choice, Doran, but I'm going down.
Oh, God.
I can't let you go down.
Like Dorhan grabs your shoulder.
Please, Felix, let's at least consult the others before you do anything drastic. I don't want
It's
to
not
control you.
drastic. Felix is going to try to jump.
anyway.
Okay. Dorhan tries to grab
Felix
Felix.
wants out of the campaign.
Yeah.
Can't wait for Dorhan to come back with this news.
Okay. Roll a strength check.
A 6.
Dorhan grabs Felix and tackles him to the ground.
Ah.
Oh man.
I don't want to take away your decisions, little one, but we must consult the others. If they agree with what you want to do, then I won't try to stop you again. I think that's fair.
Yeah. Well, I guess you're right. We can go see if anybody else wants to come too. Plus, I should probably go pick Gunner back up. But once we do that, I am coming back here to go down into this hole. Just so you know.
If you want to go in the hole, I will help you find a way to do it safely. If I could
Oh,
see
I
the
have a way
bottom, I would let you
safely.
jump.
Don't worry about it. I know
He
what I'm
jumps.
doing.
I tried jumping.
Felix will start making his way back.
Okay, so Dorhan
Throw dirt in his
will
eye.
very like cautiously behind with both hands just like, follow Felix.
Be very, very careful.
Alrighty, so while they're walking down the tracks, we will head back over.
So, you've entered my mind by accident. Brought here by Lord Vamoria.
I guess so. I don't know a lot about the tournament. I haven't been told much about the tournament. We
Oh, I don't think you're making it to the tournament anymore. Lord
why-
Vamoria brought you here. You're not reaching the tournament at all.
why do you say that?
Well, because he brings contestants here to take their keys. I'm surprised you're still here. You should be dumped here with the rest of them and be one of my children already.
Wait, so are you saying that this Lord Vamoria is the one that destroyed our ship?
Yes.
Why does he want our keys?
Well, he wants to gain favor, doesn't he? He wants to get his status back.
Favor with whom?
You know nothing? Like, what is this? I can't even believe you know nothing of what's going on. You're just wandering around a mine.
He knows a little about a lot.
Yeah, I don't know a whole lot about this place, though, so if you could enlighten me. By the way, what is your name?
Well, my children call me Ariana, but I used to have a name once. Minaken Kelbar, they used to call me when I ran the mines, when I didn't have my children.
Was that the foreman in the letter?
What?
No, I'm sorry. I'm asking as Jay to DM.
Do you still have the letter?
Yeah, right. I think I do.
You should have access to it in your journal.
Yeah, I just gotta remember which one it was. Note from upper dorms.
It was Foreman Keldar was the foreman's name.
Yeah. Oh, okay, and that's what. Yeah. Because I gave the note to someone else.
Yeah.
Oh no, letter of plea. That's it. But yeah, he said Keldar, right?
That's my name, yes. That used to be my name.
Yeah. So
you survived the crash, and Lord Moria just let you go when you arrived? That doesn't make any sense. How could he take your keys if he let you go?
Does he have a half-orc friend?
He doesn't have any friends.
Oh, that's sad. Maybe we can be his friend.
Wait, wait a second. Did you not see Lord Vamoria when you arrived on the beach?
Of course we did.
Mm-hmm.
Roll a deception check.
Oh, don't fail me now. Come on, charisma. My rolls have been so bad tonight. I'm
Is
so
it
scared.
deception if he doesn't know?
Well,
25.
Must add your D4.
Yeah, sorry, it was a DC 30.
DC 500.
26.
Please tell
Get
me, I'm
wrecked.
curious. What did he say to you if he's seen you and didn't take you in for his experiments?
It was a little strange. He looked at us with this weird smirk and said, "Enjoy your time on the island."
And we have
Another
been.
deception check.
I just did.
No, you deceived him telling him that you've seen Lord Vimoria, and now you're trying to tell another lie.
Oh, thank God.
21.
That was DC 35.
21?
Yeah.
Not too sure what to make of you. You seem a bit slippery to me. Everything you've told me doesn't make any sense.
Nothing about this day has made sense to us. We're just
So-
trying to make sense of it ourselves. And what you're telling us just makes it even more confusing.
So, if Lord Vimoria let you free on the island, he must have had a reason. Did he tell you why?
No.
May-
So,
Maybe
again,
Felix knows. He seems to be very interested in the mine.
he didn't say anything other than enjoy your time on the island, and he walked away. He seemed in a hurry. He was heading towards the wreckage of the ship. We had already kind of come inland a little bit.
So he was there by himself on the beach, was he?
I mean, there were a few people, but we only saw him.
Interesting. And you just
And-
stumbled upon this mine after Lord Vimoria let you free after the thing that he wants the most arrived on his doorstep. He just let you
Keep
free.
in mind, we haven't gotten. You're the first person that's told us their name since we've gotten here.
And to be fair, I kind of brought us to this cabin. I have a thing for flora and fauna, and there was quite a bit outside. So that's kind of my fault, technically.
I used to enjoy such things before I was trapped here. Of course, I love it here. It's my home, and I'd like to be nowhere else. But I do miss the odd spot of vegetation every now and again.
What,
Ooh.
what if we could bring you some?
You might be fond of my new friend, Filbert.
Does Filbert come out?
Filbert peeks his eyeballs out, and his eyeball, and hands out, and just looks out. Doesn't show any
Wave to
sign.
our new friend, Filbert.
Oh, that's an interesting little scamp you have.
Do you have any pets or friends?
And he
Maybe
just looks
don't
at
draw
Filbert.
attention.
I mean friend.
Just my children. You know, that's all I need, really. But that's all I have now. Now.
That must get lonely.
Well, I think there's a lot of them, is there not? How many children do you have?
I have many children, and Lord Vimoria increases my family every once in a while. Every couple of years, we get a new addition to the family.
Oh, right. The contestants. Well, that's wonderful. A growing family is a healthy family. Do you need any assistance? Are any of your children ill? I may be able to provide assistance.
Oh, I don't think you'd be able to provide help even if they were ill. They're quite unique, you see.
How do you turn them into those?
Oh, I don't turn them in. Lord Vimoria is ever searching, wanting to try and live forever and not be old and have power across the land. He does his experiments, and anything that doesn't work, he throws into my mine.
I
And
take
how
care of
do
them.
you
I
get
nurture
them-
them.
How do you get them to listen to you?
Ah, well, that's an
Well, he's the-
interesting story, you see. Would you all like to hear it?
Absolutely.
We'll come a
He's
little
clearly a
closer
great
then.
father. Who wouldn't listen?
Come
Sorry.
closer.
I will move up 10 feet.
So, as this conversation it's only a couple of minutes down from the deep, very deep mine entrance. So, at this point, Felix and Dorhan are getting pretty close up to the door now. Let me move you over here.
Actually, before I do move up closer, have any of the things in the room moved?
No, they're all just watching what's happening. None of them have actually moved from their positions.
Okay. I just wanted to make sure they weren't like swarming.
Yeah, of course. Yeah, for sure.
And during this, I occasionally look at them and just kind of nod and wave, just individually greeting.
I just
Okay.
picture Atlas doing like the Forrest Gump wave.
Like no threat whatsoever.
Yeah. So they haven't moved, but you've seen as the conversation's gone on with Arania that if they could look a little bit more relaxed, they do. Instead of being like pointed up on all of their legs, they have kind of sunken down a little bit. So you do get a feeling of, you know, not intense, on point, ready for action type
Not
situation.
threatening.
Yeah. So Felix, you and Dorhan reaching the door. So Dorhan explains,
They went inside. I went forwards to make sure that you were okay. Should we go in and see if they're okay, or do you want to proceed further? Clearly, I have to keep an eye on you. You're doing everything so dangerous.
But wait till you get in here.
oh, you're muted, Ryan.
Sorry.
Okay.
It's all in the pursuit of knowledge, Dorhan. And if they went in here, then in here we should go. And Felix is gonna make his way in.
Okay. So Dorhan's holding his greatsword kind of at the ready, just braced up to his side as he follows Felix in.
Let me know when I get Felix in view.
Okay. So yeah, Felix, as you enter, you kind of see the group of them down near the end. You can see these spider things. You now see pretty much what they all seen before. So as we walk in, you can start to hear Dorhan and Felix can now start to hear this conversation continue from Arenia.
Do I see them?
Yeah, you can see them now. Sorry, yeah.
Okay.
Oh, and here's our other companion. May I introduce you to? Sorry, what was your name again?
Dorhan, my name's Dorhan.
Oh,
little
not
one.
you.
How
Sorry,
could you forget?
I'm talking to the.
Hearing Atlas, I back up to Jack and I just whisper to him to go fill Felix in on the current deception that I've put in place, because I don't need him coming up here being like, "Who's that guy?"
Jack will go meet him, and he is going to relay the deceit.
What are you
That,
doing over there? I thought you wanted to hear the story.
Am I
Darius
not
just
like walking up? I'm like that's a.
We're just getting our friends up here so we can all hear the story and learn.
You can't just Jack just teleported back there and back.
Yeah, and then like just fully updated him as he's strolling in. Like,
Ah,
there's
yes.
just a lot to do.
here's all the information. Have a good day.
Jack is the
So-
Flash.
So, Jackie, are
Okay.
you leaving the party to go back and talk to Felix? Is that what you want
So,
to do?
I mean, where Felix was, Felix was like right here. Would that be?
Each square is 5 feet, so you just traveled like 50 feet or whatever in
in the blink of an eye.
yeah. Just
Well, I
about
mean,
so
where
we,
you
we'll
are.
we can
say-
travel 30 feet in 6 seconds, so.
Yeah, he's just sprinting over.
Just tackles
So-
him.
So
Jack
Bob-
will make his way over there, and then he will be like, "Hey, this is what's going on." As
No,
they
okay,
walk back.
so
together.
stop for a second. Sorry.
Yeah.
So the first action you're doing is leaving the party and going to walk over towards there, right?
Yes.
So that's okay. So we got to deal with that situation before you get there.
Okay.
Yeah. So as you start walking away, And you hear Arania, like, oh, where are you going? I thought you wanted to hear the story. You start to see the spiders kind of pretty much on either side of you, the humanoid spiders. They start to kind of get up on their legs a little bit and kind of point towards your direction.
Jack will turn to him and go, our friend is here, and I think he's going to have a lot of questions for you. So would you be so kind to wait to tell your story? He's just up here.
Yes, yes, they can come. They can come. You come where you were there. Yes, yes. No need to go back, forward, back, forward. Come on, come on.
He
No
beckons
disrespect, sir. Sorry.
Yeah, I mean, Felix is still walking forward.
Yep. So Felix Doran, during this interaction, moving forwards, pretty much in earshot of everything. The two arachnid things kind of settle back down, seeing everybody moving towards.
Okay,
Yes,
does everybody want to come around?
Hey, everyone! Good that everyone's here. Who? He looks at he looks at the new guy sitting on the throne and says, "Hi, I'm Felix Tinkerspark. Who are you?"
I turn and I go, Felix, this is Ariana. He's, and I say the foreman's name. He was once known as, and I speak of the foreman that his father wrote to.
So as soon as, sorry, go ahead.
And then I was just going to say, I was just filling him in on, and basically tell him the story that I've told Spider King over here.
Yeah. Okay. So as soon as, you're continuing to speak, but you can see a visual, kind of a little bit of a shift when Felix introduces himself. And he kind of sits up in his chair a little bit, leans forward a little bit.
Tinkerspark, you say?
Yeah, that's right.
What's your father's name, young Tinkerspark?
Uh-oh.
It's Felbin, sir. Felbin Tinkerspark.
Felbin. Wow, he was, I guess you could say, a friend of mine. How is he, oh Felbin?
Oh, he's doing fine as far as I know. He was when I left the island. It wasn't that long ago.
So, he was able to get one of his children off the island. That's good. It's good to see when good things happen.
Yeah, well, he had a lot of faith in me to be successful. So that's why I was selected.
So he is anybody other than Felix know Gnomish?
If he starts to speak another language, I am going to do that. So I'm going to cast Comprehend Languages.
Are you now?
Yes.
Ariana.
Okay.
So if he does start to speak a language that I don't understand, basically my eyes are just going to flash, and then I'll just mutter the spell under my breath really quietly, and then I'll be able to understand what he's saying.
Okay. So as soon as he starts to speak in Gnomish, and you can see as soon as you start to mutter your words, immediately he gets a serious kind of look in his one eye, and you see the arachnids, all of them, which you can see around there about 12 now, all just face towards you. It's like,
Okay, children. He's just playing.
and then in Gnomish, then he says to Felix,
Felix, I trust you as I trusted your father. Can I trust these people that you keep as company?
Felix will answer, kind of surprised at first, but then he'll answer it in Gnomish and say, "Yeah, as far as I know, I mean, these are my friends. They haven't given me any reason not to trust them."
I just don't understand how you all survived.
I'm not really sure. We don't really even know how we got here. Honestly, we were on a ship bound for the tournament, and then it shipwrecked, and now we have. And he points at Dorhan. This guy who's apparently supposed to be escorting us, and Yeah, I mean, we don't really know a whole lot of what's going on. We ran into these two weird guys on the beach, and since then, we've just been kind of wandering around aimlessly.
2 people on the beach. That's probably the bodyguards. Okay. And then he switches back to common. He's like, "You over there? Well, you're protecting them. Where are you from?" And Dorhan's replies, "I'm from the Centaurian Portrayed. I have to get them to the tournament." You guys have screwed me up so much by making fun of that now. Oh, so you're from the military from Centaurium. Okay, well, you're doing a great job. And then he switches back to Gnomish. It's like, Felix, I don't know what to do here, my child. You're in a very precarious situation. Lord Memoria, he has control. How do I explain this? This was one of the main suppliers for Centaurium, the metal city, and he was allowed control of the boats for transporting the ore around the islands. And once he lost control and there was no more sanguine being mined from here, they took away everything. And but they didn't take the crystal that controls the boats. He pulls the boats in and he crashes them and he takes what he can, but he wants the keys, Felix. He wants the keys. That's what he wants. And now you're here. I don't know what we can do.
Felix will continue walking forward as he talks, and he says, "Hold on. So you knew my father?"
Indeed. Once
He's
the
the smart
supplies
one.
Once the supplies started running low here, the Lord Memoria started to panic. His entire reputation and his position here was threatened. And he started
But I
to
don't
fall into-
understand. How was there anything transferred between the islands? I thought it couldn't be done.
Oh, it could be done when you have the power of the sanguine. Special crystal from the center of Centaurium. They were able to control the boats. They could keep them afloat and transport different things as required.
I put up my hand and I lift my shirt and I tap on my crystal and I ask if that's what these are made out of.
Oh, yes, very good. You've got a key. I see you over there. Very nice. Yes, yes.
Is it made out of that sanguine stuff, though?
What you have in your key is a special type of sanguine. It can only be found in Centaurium.
All right, thank you.
That's why it's so valuable. If he was able to get some of these, there's no telling he would then have access to get into Centaurium, and Lord knows what he'd do if he got power in there. Look what he's done around here.
Valid point. What if we could
what is
sell
all of
him?
this?
This was the mine, my mine, which was my father's, and I took over from him when he got sick. We used to supply all of the ore, but then we found this sanguine, and that's what rose him to power. We were able to supply so much sanguine. It was almost magical. It was amazing, but then it ran out, and then it all went down from there. The mine. We couldn't supply the ore when the sanguine was gone. You had to try and supplement it, so we reached out. And your father was able to help us. They were going to destroy this whole area. He was able to help us. But then Lord Memoria got greedy, and he kept asking for more and more, not sending any supplies. And the story goes, he started threatening them.
My father never mentioned anything about any of this to me. I can't believe he never would have told us.
Well, you all wanted to know. He switches back to common now. Y'all wanted to know how I got this amazing throne and live in this beautiful home here. Oh, Lord Vamoria, he went a little bit crazy, I would say.
What if
He-
someone were to get rid of him?
Well, that would be quite a feat, I would say. But I don't know if you could. He's quite powerful.
I don't know if I could either.
He's one of the few people in this even world that I've even heard rumors of using blood weaving, and I wouldn't want to come up against anybody that uses blood weaving.
Do I know what blood weaving is?
No.
I don't think any of us know. I mean,
What?
We
Blood
can-
weaving? What?
we can put the two words together and like figure an idea.
I've never heard of this. What is blood weaving?
It's I'm not a wizard myself, but when magic was gone, and some of these powerful wizards in search for more power, they tried to find different ways to create these types of energies, and some sort of combination between using alchemy and using the energy from blood. This type of magic, I suppose, was created, but it's not really magic. I don't really understand it myself. I just know that that's how he was able to create my children, and he looks down a little bit, and he kind of looks a little bit sad. Is all of my miners, he controlled them all. He tried to use them for mining, and that he couldn't control them, and they just kept repeating, and I had to do something, so I had to try to end the miners, and oh gosh.
I take a step back. Wait. Did you kill all of your miners?
I had to. They had no thoughts of their own anymore. I mean, he did help me try to control them, because I couldn't leave them here. This is my mine. My father had this mine, so he gave me these rings, and he holds up his hand, and he's got these kind of 4 rings on them. It's like anything that he releases into here from his experiments, these let me help. Well, I'd say control, but at least be friendly with what comes in. And unfortunately, I couldn't look at my miners anymore. They were digging towards something. They kept going when they weren't mining. They were digging through this wall towards something. I didn't know what it was, but I seen the opportunity, and I caved it in on them. I had to. I didn't have a choice. They were mindless.
I found an elevator shaft further down the way at the end of the track. Where does it go?
Ah, you came to my pickle now, have you? Oh, I live to mine. We dug and we dug, looking for more sanguine.
Yeah, I heard it too.
We dug and we dug. My children, with their abilities, excellent miners, I tell you, excellent miners when they get the opportunity. We dug deep, Felix, very, very deep. We started getting attacked. There was some type of demons or things I'd never seen before. They started coming at us. We could handle some. We kept digging because we're miners. That's what we do. But they came in waves. They started to come in waves, and we had to retreat. There was a massive attack. The children had to come up, and the only way up or down is the elevator. So we retracted the key that Elias had made, this beautiful machine that lifts the elevator up and down. It's so heavy that only one of his automatons could do that. So we took the key out and we broke it. So that they couldn't come up here, but some of them came up. Some winged ones came up, and we hid the key in the hopes that they wouldn't find it. I couldn't destroy it. Such a magnificent thing. I couldn't destroy it, so I locked it away. But there was some of these winged demons came up trying to find it. I think they were trying to get the rest of the people up here, and I can't mine anymore because I can't go down and risk my children being killed.
The winged demons, were they blue?
They were blue, yes.
I think we killed them.
Well, I found your key, and I'll take out the star key. And
Oh.
I actually tried to repair the broken piece, but there's some kind of magic that's supposed to be woven into it that I wasn't able to repair.
Ah, yes, there it is. Wow, what a gift. Yes, the gentleman that was helping Lord Moria with his controlling spells. He was a specialist because he was able to build these automatons, very much like the little one over there. He used control command
Hello.
stones, and he built this for us so that we could get it up and down without overworking our miners. Now his assistant may be able to help repair it. She's well versed in that type of technology, but he, from what I understand, has moved on.
What does this man look like?
Oh, he was very handsome, I have to say. He was an older gentleman, although I can't really say that much anymore, can I? And he starts stroking his beard. Yes, he done a lot of experiments. He was brought here to help with the mining in the beginning because of this sanguine, of course, as I mentioned before. You probably remember. And the automatons, we had a large city up above, you know. Well, Lord Vamoria would like to call it a city. It's a little bit more of a village, if you ask me. But he made all the automatons that ran and everything there. There was a bustling place. There was miners. There was people from all over coming here. And so he made automatons to run the stores. It was very, very nice. And he was a
Did
very
he-
nice looking man.
Did he look anything like this?
And I'm just gonna project the image that's from my dream.
Okay. Oh, there he is. Oh, yes, as handsome as ever. He was a great gentleman. I only seen him a few times, but he was very nice to me and all of the miners.
And sorry, who was the one that could repair this key? The magic going through it?
Oh, his Elias's assistant. I don't know if I recall the name. It was the young one they had up working in this special it's like a smith, like a blacksmith almost, but they had this special kind of cauldron. They captured some type of down below when we were digging. Did I mention that I'm a miner and we dig down below? Yes, we were digging down and it like magma. And so he said that this special type of magma they used in this special type of cauldron of furnace was able to fashion these amazing special runes.
I'm sorry, asking as Jay. Did you say that the Atlas is, from what we assume, creator? His name is Elias.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Yes, Jonas, I think, might have been the name of the assistant. I'm sorry, it's very hard for me to think back. But oh my goodness, the demons! Did I mention the demons? There's demons
Yes.
down there, and we can't mine anymore. And that's
We
my
killed them.
entire purpose for being here. You killed
Where?
all of the demons?
Well, I don't.
We haven't been down there yet. I actually wanted to go down there, which is why I came back to get the rest of you guys to see if you wanted to come with me. Where are the demons coming from exactly?
I don't know. The miners that started getting attacked, I think they went so deep. They said there was some strange lights down there, but I didn't go down there myself. I'm the foreman, you know. I don't always go down that deep.
Well, I'll check it out for you. Maybe
Well,
we
you-
can solve your problem.
You can't go down there just yet. You need the key to operate the automaton that's controlling the elevator.
Oh, that's all right. I was just gonna jump down.
I wouldn't advise that, little one. It's hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of feet.
Oh, it's not that far. I threw something down there and heard it hit the bottom. I did the calculations. I have a contraption that'll get me down there. Don't worry about it.
I worry
Don't
about your
worry
safety
about
if you
it.
do land. That's what I worry about. Down there by yourself. Not saying you're not strong, but you don't look like the greatest warrior I've ever seen.
Ariana, good sir. Out of curiosity, could you have one of
Yes.
your children take us down there?
I wouldn't risk my children's life down there. I
Or
would not.
could they get us closer? They don't have to go all the way down.
One at a time? Are you kidding me?
Darius,
Yeah.
I already said I could get us
Oh,
down there.
that's a
Don't
crazy
worry
one.
about that.
Listen to me. Do you have some magic spell that lets you fly right back up again?
No, I was gonna figure that part out after.
Oh, where are you now? Oh, where are you? Because I think that's something you should figure out before you get down there, don't you?
We do have an automaton of our own.
Ooh.
We do.
Very good. Very good. Oh, dear Lord. I forgot how tiring it was talking to people.
You've given us a lot of information. Thank you. Listen,
Yeah, but hold on. There's actually still a lot of other information I would like to get from you. What is the name of this island?
he said it already.
Did he?
I thought so. He said something about this island used to be a big place and that like the mine was its primary source. I thought he said its name.
Well, maybe he did.
Yeah, I don't remember now. I've been trying to like get all the information down.
So yes, this part of the mainland is called Talath.
So, we're on the mainland right
Indeed
now.
you are, yes. Yes, indeed. That's where everything important is. Not saying your island's not important, of course. Yes.
Wow, we made it to the mainland. Incredible. It was hard to tell from the beach how big this place was, but that's amazing.
Yes, beside the beach used to be a port. The port used to lead into the side of the mountain where all the ore and all the sanguine would come to the ships. That's why he was allowed the crystal
Why?
to guide the ships so that he could guide them in. Very treacherous out there in the water. Very lots of rocks, very treacherous. He was able to get the guiding crystal to pull in the ships, but it seems that he's putting it to different use now. Crashing the ships.
Ariana? Excuse me. Hi.
Yes.
Love the look. Great look. Love what you've done with the mine. Can you tell me on this map where we are currently?
I'm gonna project the map. Switch the projection out.
Of course, yes, there we are. And he points to the kind of northwest where the mountains are. They're like very central north, and then a little bit to the west. To the east, there's some mountains, and that's where he points.
Trying to pull up the map.
Well, while we're here, you obviously were asking us why we're here. And now that we've met and somewhat befriended, do you want us to leave? And if not, because I know Felix is in the mood for exploration, are there things you'd prefer us not to do while we're in here to avoid any kind of confrontation or angering towards you?
Well, as long as you don't hurt my children, I don't see that you can really do any harm. I mean, the choices are up to you, but there's not really much you could do to make my situation any worse.
But I think we could probably make your situation a lot better. I mean, if the problem that halted everything in the first place was whatever these demons are, then we should go down there and take care of them.
If you were able to do that, I would definitely appreciate it, and my children would too. They don't have much other than to, do what I tell them to do. But I love mining, and that's what we want to do. I've accepted my fate. I know I'm not going anywhere.
All right, well, that's what we're gonna do then.
Well, if you do want to help me, I must insist, and he says in Gnomish, Felix, I must insist, in respect to your father, that you stay safe, my child. Please stay safe. And he switches back to common again. if you do wish to use the elevator safely, then I'm sure that the assistant will be able to help you out. Mr. Veritas, from what I understand, was a very good teacher. So I'm sure she'll be able to fix or replace the key. And if you do decide to go down, I think you should be very well prepared, don't you?
I guess so. Where can we find this assistant?
Oh, well, up in the city, of course. Right above. Right above. Right above us here.
We're so close right now.
Have you not been to the city yet?
Well, no, we came here right
Well,
from the
that would make
beach.
the most sense. Why would you come to a crazy place like this and not even go to the city and, get prepared or something?
Dorhan, that's what I've been telling them. All right,
Okay.
Felix, I know you want to explore this place more, but perhaps we go to the city, see if we can find this person. That key can be repaired, and then we have a way down and up.
Yeah, I don't really have a way to get back up, so I guess that's what we're gonna have to do. But then we're coming back here.
I'm
gonna
fine
fix
with
this
coming
problem.
back. We can help this guy so he can actually go back to the surface once in a while, see the
You
sun.
want? Oh, you really do want to help me, do you?
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, you could have had us killed probably 8 times over at this point, and you haven't. So
Get out of here! Oh, I would never do that.
as he hides the rings.
Listen, I must tell you something else. Lord Memoria, he has
He
worked on
dies.
control. He's worked on control all this time. And these... And he lifts up his chin and shows you a collar. These collars are control collars. And it puts certain limitations on things that we can do. So I can no longer leave this mine unless I possess some sanguine. There's a lock that goes to the city right from the mine. A special lock. Very special. So exquisite. Looks amazing. But it's in Gnomish. And there's only one special combination that unlocks it. But I can't use it unless I possess some sanguine. That's why I'm stuck here. If you come across his bodyguards, they too, bear in mind, may not be of their own, They have a collar. Control collars. Certain limitations that they cannot do. If you wish to go straight up, then you could use that lock. You just insert my name. That's all it takes. Just my name. And I know
Which
you're all
one?
very attentive, so I'm sure you've all know my name by now.
Yes, Ariana or Kelder?
Oh, only my children call me Ariana.
Okay, so Kelder. And sorry, Ariana, what was your old surname? I think that's the right one. First name?
Minaken.
Minikin, thank you.
Of course you could. This fellow said you came by some magical, mystical statue that did something and he went somewhere and it was amazing. You could always go back that way, I'm sure.
I think that's the only way we can go.
You could go through the entrance I just told you about with the
Oh,
lock.
yes, sorry. With the lock.
Or perhaps he should go to the statues thing, and maybe the rest of you should go to the special combination lock that takes my name that we just discussed.
Yeah, I think we'll try that out. Don't worry, sir. We'll definitely be back to take care of your problem.
If we don't forget about it in 30 seconds.
Okay, listen, all of you. This is not how I expected things to go when I heard the rummaging from my children that there was more people in the mine. But I'm pleasantly surprised. And some of these relics, this treasure, go behind if you're able to help me with my problem, and me and my children combine again. Then you can have some of this back here. Means nothing to me. I can't spend it right now. I don't have access. But there'll definitely be something in it for you.
All right, we
No,
will definitely come back.
That's fine. I mean, helping people is its own reward.
That's what I like about you, Felix. You're a good one, you are.
Rewards are also rewards. Just saying.
Ah! You're a truth speaker, aren't you? You speak nothing but the truth. I can tell. I can tell.
I like this guy.
Okay, so
Well then, thank you for all the information. I am currently processing. We will hopefully see you again. And yes, I think that's everything. Everything? Is that everything? Everyone? Anyone
I
else?
guess we're going to the city.
Good and useful information. Let's get a move on.
So he says in Gnomish,
Felix, come here, my child. I have something for you.
Sure. What is it?
and he kind of like kneels down just a little bit from the throne, and he gives you a stone, like a purely polished looking marble stone, and he hands it to you, and he says,
This way you can communicate with me. You can use it once per day if you need to send me a message, and I can reply back to you, my child.
Okay. Thank you, sir.
and he gives you a little rough little tassel of your hair.
It's a good one.
He sits back up.
All right, I'll tuck the stone away and rejoin the group.
Sir, one more thing. The automaton, the gentleman, the older gentleman, did you say where he went?
All I know is that he was here for quite a while. Lord Vamoria was... I think at the beginning he was helping, but I think near the end he was being forced to help when things got a bit more nefarious, you know. But from what I understand, he was taken to Centaurium.
Oh, okay. Do you know when he arrived on this island?
I'm sorry, my dates and times being down here, no daylight, no nothing. It's kind of hard to figure out how long ago it was, to be honest with you.
Okay.
Perhaps his assistant might know more. She was spry when I seen her.
Okay. Thank you very much.
You're welcome. Oh, before you go, I should mention how you get to the lock to get to the city. That might be useful.
Yep.
When you go out of my beautiful doors at the end, you take a left. Then you go. And you might not notice it right away, but near the end of that hall, there's a little door to your left. Watch for it. Very hard to see. And how do you unlock the lock? Wait, I'm talking to you, singy man. That said you know the musical stuff. What are you gonna do?
Put your name in.
What's my name? Say it.
Your original name?
Say my name.
Minikin Kelder.
What's name?
Heisenberg.
No one is around.
Okay. You in the back.
He yells over at Dorhan. Dorhan still kind of standing at the ready, not really comfortable with this entire situation.
What do you want, old man?
Like,
If you're really here to protect them, make sure you do it. Okay? Otherwise, my children will take care of you. They don't have control collars. They can go up. They can find you.
and he replies back.
He can fuck you up.
I turn and I smirk at Dorhan and I'm like, yeah.
If they have to do this foolish quest, I will help. I will get them to Centaurium alive. Very well. Off you go.
And he waves you all off.
All right.
Well, that was pleasant, and definitely not how I thought that was gonna go. Once again, not needed.
So Dorhan moves forwards just to kind of like almost escort you guys if you are going to move.
Yeah,
Holding on to Felix.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Moving. I'm moving. I'm heading exactly where he said to find this door.
Okay.
Well, let's get going then. We got a lot to do.
Nope, Jack's going flash speed again.
All right, so is everybody moving as a unit out the
Yes.
door and to the specific place he said?
Yes.
I'm not saying it's a joke. If anybody does want to do anything else, like, let me know.
I'm
Otherwise,
definitely
I will-
not searching the room for anything.
Oh,
Oh yeah, I throw my hammer at one of the spider.
I actually want to just like before I leave, I want to turn and ask a question.
Okay.
Sorry, one more thing.
And I reach down into my throat and I
Mhm.
pull out like the shard of mirror.
Mhm.
And I just
This mirror that was up in the quarters. Do you know what this was?
Oh,
Seem to have.
yes, I do actually. That's a special relic we found. Yes, yes. It's for trapping bad things.
Oh,
Might be
okay.
useful. Might be useful.
Now, how do you know when they're trapped and when they're not trapped?
Usually they come out when they're not trapped.
Right. Do they all come out, or do some maybe come out, some stay in? Is it like a one-way thing?
I don't know the details very much. Just one of my miners was quite good with those relic things, and he said it was probably good for trapping anything that might come in. So that's all I really know about it.
Okay, so no understanding of how to put things back in.
I don't know anything about it. Not very magical, me, unfortunately, other than the rings and this damn
Right.
collar.
Okay, and
I just put it right back in my throat.
So as with your passive perception, as he's talking to you and he shows you, you actually do get a look at the collar that he's wearing.
Okay.
So let me just.
Do I get a look at the rings? Like a good look at the rings that he's.
No, like the rings are almost. He's had them on for a long time, and they're almost like embedded and flush with his skin, and it's really hard to make out the difference between kind of where his flesh starts. You just see like a band of metal on each of the four. All right, so any more questions? Or are you moving out?
No, I'm moving out. Yeah.
Okay. All right. So for sake of ease, I'm just going to group you guys together. If you're walking down the hallway, what's the marching order? Just tell me, like, who
I'm
would be
at
in
the
front?
back.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Felix is going
back.
to definitely try and be at as much of the front as he can, and
Okay.
Gunnar will be at his side.
Okay, perfect. I'm assuming Jack wants to be up front too.
Yeah.
And then
Alright,
I'll be
so we
behind
got-
them.
Okay. All right, that works.
All righty.
And don't worry, we'll wrap up soon.
Oh, I'm not worried.
I'm dragging.
All right, so as you guys take the hard left that he mentioned, it's not hard to find when you've been told exactly where it is. So there is a gap there. There's a turnoff in the rails. Because you're not on the cart, you can actually just walk down it and not fly past it. There's some more tracks. And you see an entrance down to kind of the south, and then tracks that continue down to the end. It kind of gets, you can feel like as you go on this track, you can feel it going upwards. You can definitely sense an incline as you're walking.
So do we
Alright,
see the
well.
door that he mentioned?
So you've gone, it wasn't a door, it was like a gap in the wall that you've now proceeded through.
Okay.
Yeah. So you can see the rail going down. You can see where you guys are actually a little bit further into. You can see into a cart stop there.
All right. Well,
Okay, head down and take a look in that
yeah.
room, I guess.
Let's go.
Okay.
Poke around.
All right. So Felix was kind of in the front. So if you want to roll a perception check, you get a view of everything first.
16.
Okay. So as you go in, you kind of recognize this kind of setup. This is essentially like almost like your entranceway to the mine, where there, you know, people would check in and out, coming in for work, leaving for work. Any basic supplies that would be needed, any paperwork for the mine that wasn't done at the intersection for goods going out will be here. You see stairs leading up at the end of the room, and then you see kind of 2 bookshelves with general knickknacks and stuff on it on the other side of the room.
Anything look of value if we search through stuff?
What do you want to search?
Bookshelves, basically anything that is searchable. I want to look through that. Looks like it's full of TNT.
Okay, do you want to? Okay, so roll investigation if you're searching that specific box.
12.
Okay, so you look in and there's some like moist bread sticks in there you haven't seen before.
Alright.
Kind of a bit crumbly. Damp.
Annoyed, I kick the box.
Okay. It does not move. It's quite heavy.
Alright. Ow!
I would like to see you hurt your toe.
Yeah.
Okay, Dorhan's
Felix,
moving up
are
as
you looking at
well.
anything?
You said no. You said there was stairs.
Yeah, so there's stairs at the one end of the room.
I don't know. I'll have a look at these shelves, I guess.
Okay, and Atlas and Jack, what are you guys up to?
I'm just kind of hanging out outside the door. I'll stand like right inside the door and like kind of give a scan of the room, but
Okay.
kind of hang out in the doorway.
Okay.
Jack.
Jack can also do that as well.
I shout to him to send Reen to go and check the other area out, just so that we're covering all our bases
Like over here.
over here.
So as you yell that out, and Atlas, as you come in the room, Atlas, you immediately notice this strange hatch thing over by the stairs with your stupid passive perception.
Level 4, baby.
And an investigation check, Mr. Felix.
14.
14. Okay. So rifling through, it looks very, the bookshelves are very, it's just old pieces of log books and records of people coming in and out. There's really nothing that stands out special to you.
Okay.
So, should we be looking for some sort of passageway in here?
Does this look like what Kelder described as the way we should be going?
Yeah, like he directed you basically to this room, like this secret kind of turn to the left is essentially what you see here. You recognize this from traveling in the mine cart, that going down the corner would take you to the deep part of the mine.
Okay. Yeah, so let's
All right, so as you all move in, get a little bit closer, is anybody inspecting anything else before?
I'm actually going to
anything
pick
else?
up one of the sticks
Uh-huh.
and toss it to Atlas and tell him to eat it, since he seems to eat all the random stuff we find.
Okay.
I don't eat sticks, fortunately. Yeah,
We gotta see if it blows up first.
They don't agree with me.
As you pick it up and throw it, it literally flakes into dust.
Okay, cool. Oh, here, Atlas, eat. Just kidding.
Okay, so as you all kind of gather here, you can now see at the top of these stairs, you see 2 metal circular, you don't really know what they are because you haven't really seen them before, but it's got kind of two handles in it that looks like it would turn. But in the middle of it, there's this circular, strange device that seems to be attached to both of these kind of handles.
Can I pull a handle?
And it looks like this.
Fancy.
Ooh.
So it's in Gnomish.
How long has it been since we left? Basically, since I cast Comprehend Language. How long has it been?
Probably about 15 minutes.
Okay. So it lasts an hour, so I can
Okay.
still read it.
As long as you touch it, yeah. So the outside circle, so you and Felix would be able to read it. And the outside circle has 8 sockets, and the inside circle has 6 sockets. This looks cool. It's like the brain.
Can anyone read this?
Yeah, what does it say?
So it's just letters. It's the alphabet.
It's the alphabet.
Okay. So is it turnable or do I have to pull the levers?
Yeah, so basically you can turn it. As you turn it, you can see the slots positioned per letter. So you can slide down 8 letters on the outside, 6 letters on the inside.
Okay, so I'm gonna use the outside one with the 8 letters to spell out Medekin.
Yeah, we'll spell out Kelder with the middle one.
And I guess we pull the thing.
So how do you? Okay, so what letters are you pulling for the outside one, Darius?
See, the problem is I have his name. It's only 7 letters. Hold on, let me check the because I don't think the letter has his first name in it.
Would based on hearing his name, would I have a good idea of how to spell it since I
Yes,
speak Gnomish?
you would.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. I'll watch what Darius is doing then and be like, no. You gotta do these ones, and I'll switch them around.
Okay.
Yeah, by all means.
After I finish with doing Kelder, I'm gonna switch him around and do his last name as well on the outside.
All right. Perfect. All right. So Felix gets a little bit of a hand to kind of get pushed up there. Puts his hand in, starts rotating
him on my
around,
shoulders.
slots it in. Puts the Medekin, the Keldar, and at the very end, as soon as he slots that last letter in, you can feel a little bit of movement. And he just twists it, and it just flips down, and now the 2 handles for these kind of strange door things are exposed.
So, can you do those 2 handles again?
You reach for one, you reach for another, you reach for both.
Now slay the dragons.
Slay the dragons.
You're stabbing.
Okay, sorry. You said the thing came down and the 2 handles.
So the lock has been released now, and there's now 2 kind of circular-looking handles.
All right. Do you think we just turn the handles?
Pull on them first. An alternating motion.
I'm saying this to you, Felix, since you're the engineer in the group.
I'm gonna look at it. Does it look like a pull or a push?
It looks like you don't see any hinges on the outside. It looks like it'll be a push outwards.
All right. Well, let's push.
Okay, so Felix, grab one. Darius, you grab the other, or just Felix?
Yep.
Or
Oh, I mean, I'll just grab both. He can grab one too if he wants while I do it.
all right, so you try to push up, straight up, and it's not. There's no give when you're pushing straight up.
I mean, I'll be the first to admit that my strength lies in my personality, but this isn't moving.
Okay. Well,
Yeah. I'm just gonna try to shake it to see if I get any give in any direction.
Okay, if you're giving it direction, you do feel it a little rotate as you're shaking it around. Feel them
Okay, so
rotate clockwise a little bit.
Okay, so I want to rotate it clockwise. Let's see
Okay.
what happens.
So you rotate one. You rotate the other. And now you can feel they both have a little give.
Okay, so then push up.
Okay, you push up, and you see a room above you.
Do we proceed? I mean, actually, with Felix on my shoulders, I'm gonna like push him up into the room.
Felix, do you cooperate? Do you want to be hoisted
Yeah.
up?
Oh yeah.
All right. So, let me find what I'm supposed to be looking for. Here it is. Okay. So, as you get hoisted up, you see, first of all, adversaries. A black room. I gotta put you in here so you know where you are. Hold on. Darius. All right, so you can see. Let me just show everybody else. From where you are,
can see
you can
Darius's butt.
Yeah, you can see Darius' butt. It looks beautiful. So yeah, this is a kind of enclosed room. There's a door right in front of you. There is a lantern lit in here, kind of like what you've seen in the temple. So it is burning steadily.
Okay.
And we'll leave it there.
All right.
God bless.
Poor guy's falling asleep up there.
Whoops.
All right. Perfect. I didn't think I was going to
Alrighty.
talk as that guy for so long.
Well, I mean,
We got
Give
a
us
lot of
info.
information from him, though.
yeah, you give us an info dump NPC. I mean, we're gonna take it. We're gonna take off.
Yeah, for sure. All right. Awesome. So, yeah,
All right, gents. I'll see you on the next one.
you will indeed.
Alrighty.
Take her easy.
Adios.
Peace
Thank you,
out.
Danny.
Bye. See ya.
Man, I almost jumped to the end of the game.
You almost jumped to your death.
Oh, I would have lived.
Uh,
All right. See you guys.
you might have
Yeah,
lived
bye.
for a few seconds.
Yeah, I would have. Okay, let's put it this way: I would have survived the landing. No
Yes.
Survive the landing, and
that
then
much
Lord
I
Femoria
figured.
is right there.
Chilling in the part of the mine. I just like to stroll down here. It's nice and cool.
Yeah, it's like it's like a Souls game. I'm just like, oh, I can get down here, no problem. And then
Yeah.
you just get one shot by something instantly. Oh, that wasn't the
I
right.
wasn't supposed to be there yet.
The big buzz blades that are there as a trap just completely half you.
Oh man.
All right. Okay, guys. Thank you so much. We'll see you next week.
Yeah,
All right.
thank you.
Yeah.
Hey, guys. Thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed the stream. We'll be back next Tuesday, 7:30 p.m. EST with the next episode. I do stream Monday to Friday, 7 a.m. EST, some gaming streams. If you want to pop into the stream then, you're more than welcome to do so. Hope you guys have a great night, and we'll see you in the next one. Take care.